Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Blue Bishop Gaming. Brah. And here we are.
Agnes says it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's Ragnus that says it.
Damn right.
All right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Gotta pull up my shitty music. All right, so I believe everybody was heading back to the city, or the fort, I guess. Yes, no, maybe.
Maybe. We just got done beating up a lot of frogs on the beach.
Yeah, we were heading back to the city still. I think we were 1 or 2 days away.
You're getting close. All right. Yeah, you guys are here. All right. That day goes by, and it is now dusk as you enter town.
We coming in from the west, or we coming in from the northeast?
Technically, you'd be coming in, I guess, probably off of
Across
this
the water?
dock. Yeah. This little dock right here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you're coming across the river from like a little barge.
That's right. Catching on to the ferry.
Yeah, I mean, first order of business, we need to go check on Rennie and Cobb to make sure everything's all right.
And we are hauling that throne, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the barge guy was like, he was a little questioning it. He's like, is that going to fit on here?
It'll fit. Just we might sink, right? Yeah.
All right, my landlord is now dated.
Remind me again, is that the throne for the Merchants Guild or something? Is that who wanted the throne? Who wanted the throne?
You guys found a throne.
We
Oh,
found
we
a
found.
solid jade throne.
Oh,
Yeah.
wasn't there something like that in one of the requests? Not jade, but a merchant wanted something.
I don't think I was here for that
Oh.
session.
These are great questions. I don't think I have
Damn,
anything for a
Shay,
throne.
Where are your notes?
I thought there was a. Let me see if it's in the. Do we have a quest list? No, we don't. I thought there was something when we went to the Merchants Guild. There was a request for something, but I don't remember. It's been I've slept since then.
All right, so we're within that green circle, correct?
If you got technically, you guys would get off the dock here. If the first order of business is to check on Cobb and what's his face,
100%.
then that would be the Silver or Inn up here.
How lively is this town, DM?
At this time of night,
Sure.
not very. Most people are at home preparing meals for the night. You know, ending their shifts on the docks or packing up their stores.
Let's say we do our best to hide this, or cover up this throne before we start looking it through town.
Think people are just gonna try and steal it off of
Well,
your
they
shoulders?
don't need to know we have it. Right?
I think we can drape that with the tent that we
There you go.
borrowed.
You guys like put it inside the tent, build the tent around it, so it looks like you're carrying a tent through town.
It doesn't look suspicious at all.
Yeah, why take it down? You know, just gotta put it back up again.
Ragnus is holding onto the crown, correct?
Yes.
Yup.
He was
But
buffing
yeah,
that thing out for like
that-
8 hours until that spell dropped.
He was mad. He was definitely buffing it out like, what the hell is going on?
Okay then. Alright.
No. Let me retract that. I gave it to Briar. Told him to hold on to it, and specifically told him not to give it to you.
To you.
To you. To Armin. Yeah. Okay, no worries. So it's night then? It looks like the
Oh, it's
Dusk.
evening. Like
Okay.
dusk. Sun is just starting to set. It's got that orange hue to it.
Okay, yeah. Alright. Well, I think we should find some place to eat. I'm famished. And there's some place to drink.
Well, the Silver Spring is over there.
Yeah, I suppose it'll do. Not the nicest place, but not the worst either.
We could have Cobb handle the throne for us.
I believe I was in my own thoughts at the time. Remind me about Cobb.
Cobb and Rennie, they're part of my retainers.
Right. It's just been so long. We were out in the wilderness. They weren't with us, why were they?
Talk about the workers.
Rennie, my butler, and Cobb, the manservant.
Oh, you would certainly have your
What's the
servants
difference?
around for it.
Well, one's a little smarter than the other, but not by much.
Entitlement.
One's a buffer.
I only speak to one of them.
In 27 years, I've never spoken a word to Remy.
To Cobb.
Oh, to Cobb.
That's the Robert. You lost your life.
Well, I suppose we'll head there, but I doubt anyone would have a store open or a stall open to sell their wares.
Not at the moment. You see, most people are packing up their little shops and everything. Could have swore have we not used this tavern yet?
I thought we had.
I thought we did too.
I
Yes.
swear to God, you had it on the stream for like a solid 10, 20 minutes. I wasn't here.
Here we go. Is this it? Whatever, it's the only tavern I've got in here.
That looks right.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. That looks familiar.
It's been a while.
It is now, if it's not.
Yeah. Myers is probably at home watching this, getting pissed. Like, no, that's not the right one. That's for this such and such place. Like, oh, I'm gonna need a new one.
Oh, she doesn't have her little writing on it.
Yeah, this was early development. She kept sending me stuff over with. I'm like, are you gonna put like your logo on any of this?
Internally screaming, it's free.
The logo is in there somewhere.
It's a
Maybe
hide and
it's
seek
part of me
game.
just tired, but I thought the chairs were covered in shag carpeting. It's just the things like shit.
Yeah. Like I said, early development.
So how full or busy is the tavern?
Ooh, you know what? I've actually got NPCs for this.
We're gonna
You better
start a
DM than I am.
bar fight.
It's eerily quiet. Too quiet.
Alright, what are we doing with the throne? Just leaving it there?
Is there a stable located just inside this tavern, by any chance?
Is there a stable? Yes, actually there is.
Penrick, do you think you could have your manservant watch over it at the stable? Have it pitch his tent there?
Yeah, absolutely. He'd be more than willing to. He loves sleeping in a stable.
Wonderful. You have great servants.
It says it's a throne. I'm not seeing it.
Arcane Firebolt?
I typed in throne for my tokens. That's what came up.
Chair.
I also tried chair. There was nothing for chair.
Oh, yeah, no, you gotta try something stupid like,
Furniture.
stool or, God, what was the one I had to type the one time? Seat, I think I had to type one time.
A
But that might have
seat?
been in Unity, not yours. Seat, S-E-A-T.
Nope, we're getting a T.
It's magnificent.
Right. Silver or in. Alright, what NPCs do I have in here?
One second, is it silver ore or silvers? I thought it was silvers.
Silver or in.
Where are the whores at then?
Or. O-R-E.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I think it's because this is a large mining town.
They didn't want to have their reputation that tarnished.
Yeah.
It needs to be tarnished if it's a mining town.
Alright, it's just like, oh, we have the throne in front of us.
I assume you guys just like push it in.
This thing's getting heavy.
Alright. Got him. Be my bartender. I did not realize I had this many NPCs in here. I really should just put them in like an encounter. So I can drop them in.
I mean, I've done that, and sometimes counters work okay, sometimes they break. See, I cheat though. Sometimes I just, when I'm making a map, I'll just pop JPEGs into it, so like they're just cut out NPCs just in the same spot all the time. So Ragnus, do you think we're gonna get a good price for that crown in a town that mines ore?
Well, I think we get a better price.
Okay.
Buy it, hold on to it, and not somebody who's gonna make it rust up and I don't know what the hell is going on.
Not to point fingers, but you are the one who had it before me. But I could have done something, I suppose.
Ragnus just eyeballs you, cuts his eyes, looks the other way.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god, there's bees.
That Dode person looks very familiar.
He's actually the chef.
That was hilarious. I was just hovering over one of the NPCs and I somehow tapped their health instead of their name. So just like, this one's healthy.
You're like, let me fix that real quick. Hey, did you grab your character, Armin?
That is a good point. Let me double check that. Hey, there we go. Cool.
Yeah, go to character collection. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I got it. Neat. Thanks for the reminder.
Yes, sir.
All right, there's the staff, and yeah, let's just throw in some commoners.
I praise the staff. How much is it worth?
I'm gonna go right there.
Any of these staff dwarves?
No. There are no dwarven staff. At least I don't think. Let me double check.
Sounds racist.
No, they have several races, just none of them happen to be dwarves. Okay, there's a handful of humans. The chef is a half-orc. And the servers are halflings, and there's a maid for a human. The half-elf is the stable keeper. Stable hand. Something like that.
I'm gonna whisper over to Briar and say, "Hey, watch out for your food. Damn cook probably spitting in it."
Where's the stable boy at?
Oh, there'd be a stable girl. She's right outside the door.
The
It's
half
Nina.
elf.
Yeah. Nina
I'm gonna-
Irabel.
I'm gonna go warn her about that green dragon.
A green dragon.
Like spread the word. Do I know where it's at on the map, don't I?
Yes.
When did I cause a panic?
I mean,
Well, I mean, maybe not. They might have who knows? Maybe they're on they're looking for him or something. You never know.
I
Kill
want any
two
of my
birds, one stone.
elven people to get 8.
I didn't know Orban was such a kingsman.
So the
I'm not.
plan is to-
Nobody saw that. That was out of character.
Plan is to try to double crossing, most likely dragon to get his loot.
I say we say
I,
fuck him.
I feel like you.
Let's-
I feel like you stepped into the word there, but okay.
I probably did.
So we claim ourselves a table.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow Briar on in. Just kind of look around. I want to do. Can I do a perception check to see how clean this table is? Ragnus doesn't like that orc cooking is the main person here. Thinks he's gonna spit in his food.
He's a half-orc.
Half orc.
Yeah, spitting half his food.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, half his food. Or maybe half of a spit, not full spit.
Oh yeah, this this female halfling just goes up and wipes off the table real quick. She's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and take a seat."
Yeah, I'll follow up. And thank you. What are your specials tonight?
Oh, the specials tonight. I have something for this too.
Did we ever get money?
No, who'd pay you guys?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
By the way,
free.
you guys just leaving this throne like in the middle of the room? Or are we moving that somewhere?
We're
yeah,
gonna have.
we're gonna have
Rennie and Cobb are going to be watching it in the stables.
Oh, okay. So
Oh
it's
god,
all-
I don't have NPC characters made up for Remy and Cobb.
Is anybody gambling in here?
No, you don't see anyone gambling.
I have to fix that
Oh.
a little bit.
nice. How much money does everybody have?
I've only got 13 gold pieces. That's what we
Okay.
started with.
It's never polite to discuss money, but I have enough to cover myself and a couple of drinks for my new comrades and friends. So I'll have the first round.
I can pay in weapons.
I've been hoarding this whole thing.
Ragnus looks at Briar and goes, "Eh, "You still got that crown I gave you?"
Yeah? Shut up.
Armin lifting his eyebrows. Yeah,
I have some money to cover Ragnus.
I said I had the first round. It's not.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, the special tonight is the chicken. It's especially fresh.
You're being butchered in the back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do I hear squawking?
No, we-
Chicken. Yes, that would be okay. Do you have anything else? And how much is your most expensive wine?
5 silver pieces for the wine. 'Tis elven. We also have mutton, pork, beef, and we also have a vegetable dish if you would prefer that.
We'll do a round of the wine, and I would like the beef, please.
Okay, so 6 wines and a beef. Better get my calculator out.
That's 3 gold for the wines.
Yep.
Yep. So we got 3 gold plus. Let's see. The beef dish is going to be another one. So we're up to 4 gold.
The beef is a gold. Jesus Christ, this better be like flaming on.
It's more of like a porterhouse.
That's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say porterhouse ribeye. That's also good.
How would you like that cooked?
Ooh, rare.
Properly.
Oh,
Do
what a
have
coincidence!
another
It's almost done now.
second
Then.
we got 270 silver pieces sitting in the party sheet.
Oh yeah, you want me to divvy that out?
I would like that. I don't know about anybody else.
Sure.
I want to make more money.
I will point out that Armin did pass on that to allow himself to take a couple of things. He let you guys out first. Take the nobody at the time was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that." So I was like, "I'll take this, and I'll leave the silver for that to be divvied up how you think is fair."
All right. For the rest of you,
I'll have the chicken also.
Chicken sounds good.
ooh, chicken. Okay. Uh,
As you
You
guys
all
all
are
ordering
poisoned.
chicken, Armin's smile starts kind of becoming like a little more fixed. He's like judging everyone for ordering chicken.
That was the cheapest, wasn't it?
no, that's the special. Technically, I think the
Mutton.
mutton is 1 silver piece
I'll take a mutton
plus a mutton.
minus the chicken.
I got the first round, not the food.
How much is the chicken?
Chicken is 3 silver pieces. The pork is 5 silver pieces, and the beef is 1 gold piece. Cows are very hard to come by these days. I'm surprised I didn't throw in a fish dish, seeing as how we're on the river.
Yeah,
That
I
was
was just
yesterday.
saying,
You know, if we really don't like somebody, we could tell them there's treasure where that dragon's at. And not tell them about the dragon.
Well, you wouldn't be lying. There is treasure there.
Yeah.
all right. And how much would it be to rent a stable for the night? Because we're not just gonna have the 2 servants.
They're camouflaged.
Gonna let them make that tent into a horse suit.
You get one. You get 2 stable spots for a purchase of 1 suite.
Oh, so sweet.
1 gold piece.
Certainly, I'll pay for that.
Bunch of rich bastards, aren't you?
How many people fit into a suite?
2.
Um,
1.
it looks like it's a double bed.
push them
One.
together and get myself a California. I suppose if one of you would like to bunk with me, you can. And,
I'll get another suite.
That's good because there's only 2 suites.
I'll take the other one
I'll
to
put
myself because
Armin in.
Rennie and Cobb will need to stay somewhere.
Oh, I thought they were gonna stay in the stable with the throne.
Well, Cobb can stay on it. He'll sleep on it.
From regular rooms or what? For price?
Oh, I should probably just drop this in here. Make link shareable.
Silver or in. Okay.
Thrax, what's your plans for accommodations tonight?
Keep
Ooh,
it as it is.
Thrax will probably just get the economy room for 2 silver pieces.
That sounds like a plan.
There's also the standard room for 5. And the suite for 1 gold.
What about the Harry Potter closet?
Right. I'm gonna get us a nice place to sleep in.
No, I got a place for me. You can get on your own. I'm in room 4, so you can get 5. I'll be next door.
Okay. DM, I want to talk to who do I wanna talk to?
I'm gonna buy room 5.
You know what? I want to talk to the server. Which one's the? Are they both male or are they?
No. So your Calamity is a female halfling, and Togo Sackville is a male.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Togo real quick and ask him a question.
You kind of wave him over, and he comes over. He's like, "Yes."
Yes. You have clansmen around here, people who build things, dwarves.
Yes. There's most of them do metal work, but yes, we have dwarves here in town.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor? Can you point me in the direction, please?
Oh, of course. As I go through to find my dwarves list.
What business do you have with dwarves today, Magnus?
Well, I'm just gonna go talk to a couple of my buddies real quick and see what's going on.
That sounds normal.
Well, we can't have you getting lost in, another city, You remember, he might not get you back here, so I'll have to go with you.
Oh, come on.
We have
More
food
barrier,
coming
more
and
barrier.
drink.
I mean,
Are
after
you-
dinner, right? You're talking about after dinner.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And Togo, if you could, please don't let me see the bottom of my pint glass.
Absolutely, sir. He gives like a quick nod. And you see him just like bring out like the whole bottle of wine, and he just like sets it chilled like on this wall right here behind you.
Fill it yourself.
No, he just wants it close by in case he starts drinking really quickly. He just run over. Oh, here you go, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent service. So, what are our plans for tonight and tomorrow?
I'm assuming that he tells me where the clansmen people are in the meantime right now, DM.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and just shake his hand, but have 5 silver in my hand and
Oh.
a couple of hits. And say, like, thank you. I appreciate the patronage.
Oh, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Is it 10 silver to a gold?
Yeah, so I gave him half a gold.
It's probably what it makes in like half a week or a week even. D&D economy's always been weird to me.
As a pair of dwarves walk in.
Oh, that's funny.
Get fuck.
And they immediately head over
Now-
towards the bar.
Now, just looking at them, DM, can I kind of distinctly recognize that they are clan crafters? Like you can see the burns on their hands.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're basically still covered in like the soot from the forges all day.
Okay. Ragnus is just gonna look at Togo and be like, "Ooh, you work fast. Ooh, I just wanted directions. Thank you."
He's like, I'm here to serve.
So I say we enjoy ourselves tonight. We find a market tomorrow in the morning, perhaps. Though I don't know anybody. Ragnus, perhaps you could find a buyer for this with your dwarven friends.
Oh, I'm trying to find a buyer, but I definitely wanted to see if what it's worth.
Didn't we kind of have a rushed estimate due to Ragnus and I evaluating it? Utilize our backgrounds.
Was that before or after you cast your spell on it?
Cast the spell on the.
Before your little act of deception.
I mean, Ragnus doesn't know that, and everybody else doesn't. But that's at a,
Yeah, no, that's cool. I get it.
He just thinks that you got your dirty hands all over it, and it just started, just started rusting. He's like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Human
And,
taint.
Had an extreme, tarnisher on there.
Who let the human touch this?
Alright.
But yes, you did get a ballpark estimate. You're like, oh, maybe we can get like 1,000 gold pieces for this.
For the crown or the throne?
Ooh, the crown. Throne. I don't think you guys discussed price on that.
Not yet.
It was kind of hard for you because every time you cast Identify on it, it just got absorbed.
Oh, well, yeah, no. We tried doing it for historical value, and that was kind of like a wash.
The throne absorbs magic, Matt.
I figured as the description was coming in.
It does weigh 922 pounds, though. I did the math on that. Had to find the hypotenuse and everything.
Fantastic. Little Pythagorean
Yes.
theorem.
Lead.
Yeah, had to look up the approximate weight of jade.
So, is it high quality jade, or is it low quality jade?
I mean, is there a difference?
There is actually, and it's quite actually noticeable too. Bad jade is kind of foggy and more of a spring green, whereas good jade is darker, deeper, richer.
Oh yeah, this is definitely darker and deeper. You notice no impurities in this jade.
Gotcha. Briar, Penrick, we eat, drink, and what do you have planned for tomorrow?
Nothing of any particular use or any major cause to be done. Probably join someone else on this wherever they're headed.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be keeping an eye on Ragnus. I'm not sure what his plans are quite yet, but it'll surprise me, I'm sure.
Well, we hardly know each other, so it'd be fair to be surprised by any one of us. And looking around for Calamity or Togo to be getting my food and drink. Looking kind of impatient.
Honestly, we already had it.
Ding ding! Oh, food's up. As Togo runs back there and he brings all the food out, he's like, oh, here we go, nice and hot. Who had the mutton?
Me.
He's like, come on over. Oh god, I got the wrong one.
As he's passing out the drinks and everything, I want to ask Togo, "Hey Togo, them fine dwarves that walked in, what are they drinking? Is that mead? Dwarven mead?"
Oh yes, we keep a special cask here on hand just for the just for that crew.
Well, how much is it for a glass they're having?
Oh, it's approximately 4 silver pieces.
No, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pay for one of their drinks. And I'm gonna give out 8 silver.
8 silver, okay.
Do me a favor. Let them know that Regnus from Mirror is in town.
Is
I
that
know I shouldn't immediately of like, courtesy of the guy down there. Sort of.
Hey, look, I have respect of the stout folk. I'm a clan craftsman. They should know me. It even says.
Are they calling respect on these things like for the stuff book?
Oh, okay, I will let them know that Sir Ragnus is in town.
No, not Sir Ragnus, just Ragnus.
Just Ragnus, okay. You see.
Mumbles under his breath. He's like, son of a bitch. Listening.
You see Togo, run up to the bar and he's like, "Hey, I need 2 more ales or 2 more meads, please." They go over to the cask and pour them out. Togo takes them over. And both of the dwarves, get the mead and they look around. They're like,
As they look over, I pull up my drink, just going, yeah.
they finish the drinks that they were currently doing and they come over with the ones that you had purchased.
I stand up with my drink, and I say, hey, good evening, friends. How are you doing? Drink well?
As well as can be had in this town.
I hear that. What has been going on in this town? What's new? What's, anything happening, or is it just slow as it is right now?
Oh, we keep ourselves pretty busy over at the Silver Slate, but yes, things have been going on in town. As I kind of look around.
Okay. You need a little extra hand for tonight?
Yes. Well, probably not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Our glassblower that was on loan from the keep. Well, they took him back.
Okay. I've got a lot of experience, but about 50 years. I think I could do something for you.
You have experience in glass blowing?
I got almost 300 years in craftsman. You ever heard of me? I'm from Mirror Bar.
Can't say that we've ventured that far west.
Okay. Maybe my grandchildren are out this way. Drogar and Drumar.
Thank the Lord he doesn't have stone etchings.
Doesn't matter. Enough about work. You need me? I'll be here to help you much as possible. I do have a question for you. If you mind me coming on over to your table.
Sure, come on over and join us. We're always happy to have another dwarf with us.
Thank you. And Ragnus is gonna get up and just look at Briar and like, I'll be right back. Give me about 10-15 minutes.
All right, I'll just keep an eye on him.
I'll say in Dwarvish, enjoy your drinks, friends.
I just nod at Armin. I go over to the table and I sit down, my cup in hand, and slam it down as normal dwarves do. Drink up. Next round's on me as well. And I'm gonna cheer it out like let's slam it, like dwarves do, and just chug it.
And they cheers with you. I assume there's like a little 3-way cup clank.
Nice.
And
Surprising.
Armin is
Long.
not drinking this wine like it's a good wine. He's just drinking. It's,
Does anybody seem shady in here?
Well,
Besides you
slam.
guys?
Yeah. Shady, what do you mean by shady? Like hood up in a corner?
Yeah.
The Strider effect.
You need my criminal contact to see if anything good's going on.
I mean, Commoner 17 is eating alone. That's about as shady as it's getting.
Does look
I
pretty
don't know.
much-
Gabriella has been in that bathroom for a really long time.
She's a maid. There's a lot of toilets in there to scrub.
Cow service.
A drug drop.
That's funny. So initially, as the time goes by, DM, I just want to ask them, how's work been going? Of course, just like little bits and pieces here and there. But mainly, I want to see if I can ask them a question as, do they know someone trustworthy enough to give an estimate of the price range on fine items that have been crafted and everything like that? I'm not going to tell them what I have or anything like that. Just kind of want to see if they trust somebody within their ranks or someone they use themselves.
Sad thing is, I think I have an appraiser in town.
I mean, in an ore mining area, it would make sense. Okay, that
Mhm.
stuff.
They're like, well, it would depend on what kind of item it is. I mean, is it like jewelry? Is it a weapon? Like what is it?
It's definitely jewelry. Definitely
Big
jewelry.
piece.
Big piece of jewelry. We do have a jeweler in town. A gnome by the name of Rapport.
How many years you been using it?
He's been in town since the fort has recently been established. Probably about 5 years now.
5 years? Who'd you use before that? Did they die?
No, that's when we ventured here from insert dwarven stronghold locally.
And does that seem this person seem fair to you, or do they seem like they're a little shady?
I mean, they're a little short-sighted, but that could just be because they're a gnome.
Okay, all right.
I think dwarves are going to talk.
Well, gentlemen, I appreciate the information.
Well, they like to
Head on over
they like
to my party. And again, like I said, next round on me. And as soon as I see Togo, I'm gonna tell him next round is on me, and I'm gonna pay for their drinks again. So I'll take another 8 gold off me. All right,
Okay.
8 silver.
I don't want to piss all the people off by trying to take the money by gambling. Is there any instruments around?
Is there any instruments around? Wait, you don't have an instrument?
I do not. Words speak.
No, I don't see any instruments laying around.
I'm going to ask everybody, does anybody have an instrument for a free show? Donations accepted.
This
We have a table to bang on.
No one stop on my ass. But
Commoner 17, he just kind of pulls out like this like little jazz flute type thing. He's like, right here.
I'm going to borrow it. I'm going to hop on this table.
Yes, it's a mediocre song. I mean, it definitely fits the tone for the evening. It's like you're trying to get the old rust out of the fingers.
That was bad. Anybody want to gamble then? Part of my facade.
Oh, signaling for more wine. If you guys would like, I can get the next round as well, but I would expect you would do me in kind.
I'm down for dueling till first blood as well.
Ragnar stands up with his warhammer. He's like, "This might take a while."
No holds barred.
I'm gonna sit down and just lean over to Briar and just explain what my fellow kinship told me and
About trusting a gnome?
What about gnomes? They're known to know quite a bit of things, but 5 years? I'm not sure. And what we were told, 1,000 gold, just doesn't seem right. I don't know. Gotta see
Is this an
something.
A and B conversation, or are you guys whispering to each other out of curiosity?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like looking at him directly, and I'm just kind of like whispering into him. I mean, I'm assuming that Magnus is Ragnar. I'm sure he's loud.
He thinks he's whispering.
Yeah, if he whispers, he just normal talks. He can't hear nothing. If he can hear himself, that's yelling. He can't hear.
Well, I think my thoughts are I'm not sure we have a second choice. I mean, if the dwarves trust him, that's probably good enough for me.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and tell the group. We'll catch a vote.
Oh, we know.
Magnus looks over. Huh?
Yes, Magnus, your voice carries quite well for your old
My
age.
dog's whining. I'll be right back.
Perhaps Panric, with his faith, has some issue with us selling something from a temple area from out beneath the dragon.
Is it? Unfortunately, since I wasn't there last week, I don't know the mechanics of what actually we acquired. Hopefully, it's not out of one of the crypts that I pointed out.
It went in the crypt.
No, I kept away from the crypts because we had a very strong stance on that. Ruffle your feathers. However,
Yes.
we did just take artifacts out from there.
They were not in crypts, though.
From a temple,
we-
though.
I used the
The throne
term
was
temple
inside the
because I-
throne.
Yeah.
I think I'd be all right with it.
We've been helping us carry it for the last 3 days. So hope so.
Yeah, well,
Well, I thought I was sitting in it as you guys were carrying it. I didn't
Yes.
realize it was
Actually, I was sitting in it when we left because I was silent.
No, I think the halfling had to sit in it because there was only realistically like 4 people that could carry it equally,
don't think I
height-wise.
With our combined strength.
Yes.
didn't we have a cart though?
Yeah, we built like a sled. Like,
Yeah, you built a sled.
Kinda, yeah.
Spent-
Sled to pull it on.
Yeah, you spent like half a day carving out some old trees and.
So does the steak have a side?
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
And check in the chicken, make sure it's cooked all the way.
Oh yeah, it's got a nice golden brown to it.
There's nothing more disappointing than that. I will be off camera for a minute. You're still here. We'll still be talking.
Pink spot in the chicken.
Send it back.
That doesn't sound like a good thing to say.
Oh no, Dode is very good at what he does. Some even say he's the best chef in town.
Or the only one.
Don't.
Doesn't matter.
Same thing.
Best by default is still the best.
A win's a win.
Indeed, a win is a win.
So we're in the evening. I mean, I assume we're just going to, finish our meals, sort of cool our jets for the evening, then get up and do things. Because we do. Am I not mistaken that at one point in time we talked to the guild? Or isn't there a list of things that? Am I remembering something wrong?
A guild.
We were working with the Emerald Enclave. I don't think we were.
Yeah. Or maybe that was the pre-adventure. There was a guild involved.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I got them mixed up. That's what it is.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. I don't think you guys visited any guilds in town. I'm not sure there is a formulation of guilds quite yet. I mean, again, this whole town's only been here for half a decade.
We can establish our own.
Well, you could try.
Is there like a quest board or notice board or anything like that?
Ooh, there is a quest board on the keep. It's more of a bounty board. Okay. Yes, you walk up to the keep and it's clearly posted outside of the front gate. It's a bounty board. An open bounty board is displayed for local mercenaries to be paid out by Captain Cranel. Okay. Um, it's clearly marked that any of these bounties are to be brought in alive. Uh, let's see here.
No dead ones.
Yeah, no
I mean, the
dead.
names look elven.
Actually, yes, it says elves belonging to the. Uh, oh boy. I think I have to change some of these names. It pretty much says like elves, dwarves, and reptile folk belonging to the different factions, and any goblinoids from the interior of Impeter, and let's see, any humans that can be proven to be working against the interests of Fort Cunningham.
Okay. Should file that away from there.
Uh,
Yep.
It says, let's see here, the board also claims that Baron Marcus Cunningham offers fair prices for any artifacts of Old Impeter that are brought to him in good condition.
Oh, there we go.
I.e.,
So I will report that back to the group.
Let's get it appraised by the gnome first, just in case.
yeah. Did we make a list of all of the bounties that were on there? I didn't make a list of them.
It's pretty much just the 5 factions, but they want them alive.
No dead ones.
No dead ones.
Well, that takes the fun out of it.
All right.
We gotta give them a fair trial.
Gotta be a
Of course.
Fort Cunningham is a human faction location?
Yes, that's where you guys currently are.
Okay, just making sure. And I guess the question about humans that are involved with or against the interest of Fort Cunningham, do we know what the general interest is of the fort? I mean,
Not yet, I don't think.
okay.
Okay, so anybody else got anything we want to do before we retire?
I do not.
DM, did when they told me about the gnome and everything like that, the appraiser, did he tell me if the person's open right now or are they closed?
He is currently gone, retired for the evening. They
Okay.
said he's out there usually bright and early.
Okay.
What day of the week is it right now?
Ooh, this is a great question. Let's check the old calendar.
So I was thinking about game description. I'm like, oh, this might matter.
It is the 8th day of 8th Uktar.
Going by the town's general, I don't think we saw any temples, did we? Or shrines or big religious orders?
Religious orders. What do you mean? Like why you've been in town?
Just walking through. I was just reading the bit for the tavern, and it said, something with religion. Pretty religious people around here, I guess.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Hence, if tomorrow might be of some day of worship of any form or another, or any gods that might intervene with our business and our desires to get things done.
No. Most of them worship at the House of Three Justices.
Okay.
So I believe that is a Tyr, Torm, and Helm.
Price money putting me on the spot. I want to say yes, but it's more just on the fact that I can't remember the third one.
I think a couple of them are interchangeable, but yeah, I think that's who I have it set up as.
Okay. All right. So by this point, Orban has made the whole thing known about the bounties and so forth.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that does sound like it could be a feasible route to go if the doesn't give us a fair price. But I assume that since we have a paladin of some charismatic means, we might be okay.
Well, of course.
What was his charisma, like 13?
Literally.
I mean,
I've
I'm
got
not
16
metagaming.
if we need it.
Alright, well, Armin's going to be knocking back the wine, just continuously waving over to fill up the glass, enjoying his steak. And he's bought another round for the group, so that's another 3 gold for another round of wine.
Okay. You would notice that Briar still hasn't touched his first glass of wine.
Briar, come on.
I don't drink.
I must enjoy
I don't drink alcohol.
You don't drink at all?
No.
He sounded a little put out by the whole thing.
Oh,
Armin's
oh
like
God.
really hassled, confused. He's like, is it a religious thing? Like,
It's personal choice.
well, friend, I think you might have made the wrong personal choice. He is getting a little more boisterous.
It's too late to turn back now.
It's never too late. Here, and he shoves a glass of wine over, like, drink. Come on now, and then he's looking at the rest of you guys. Enjoy. It's life's a party. Enjoy yourself.
No, I'm all right. Peer pressure doesn't work.
I see. You partake of something else, perhaps?
Just the water.
GM, is there any drugs that Armin would be aware of that would be mightily available in the area?
Are you trying to drug your teammates?
No, I'm trying to get my sober friend a little more, joyous.
I would say that you probably haven't spent enough time in town to know where the local drug dealers are.
Well, more of like what would be typically available in an area like this. Oh, I know, mushrooms. That's what got me sick in the first place. I digress, though.
As he goes outside and like starts looking under like stairwells and damp areas. It's like, oh, right here in the latrine, there's plenty of mushrooms growing.
Gabriel's a drug dealer. Sorry, Gabriella. As everyone else just staying sober too, Briar's not touching it.
Well, somebody can drink my wine. I just want to drink it.
As far as I'm aware, everybody else is partaking, including Thrax.
Yeah, I'll slide your wine over to Penric. Penric, enjoy since our sober friend is not.
He's had a little more time to air out, so.
Developed a little bit better of a quality.
Correct.
Clearly, he didn't learn one thing from the Giants.
It's a good thing we did not get beer or it would have lost its head. Well, does anybody else wish to buy a round? Or do I just put an IOU on this?
No, senor.
Ragnus, are you heading out to try to find the gnome tonight, or?
No, he told me that he's gone for the night, so I'm probably just gonna go outside, probably look at the stars, and fall asleep. Hopefully, not bite some damn pig.
Come again?
And Ragnar looks at Armin. I like to sleep outside.
Next to pigs.
No,
No, hopefully not pigs.
Oh, I misheard. I was like,
oh, I thought you was playing me. Okay, yeah. He said,
no, like legitimately, I'm like, wait a second.
yeah.
Hold on.
My bad. Okay.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, he said he likes to sleep outside. He's being uncomfortable is comfortable for him, so he don't care.
You think
Hey,
a dwarf would be opposed to sleeping out in the open world, with the sky above him?
Not Ragnar. He's old. He's definitely.
Yeah, this isn't Dragon Age.
Motherfucker. That's a good point, but no, I mean, like, a lot of dwarves just spend all their goddamn time in fucking holes.
That's racist.
No. Being concerned about the orc spitting in your food and then only going to trusted dwarves of your own species, that's a little racist.
That's
He's well known among clan crafters, so he just wants to get a good idea. Also, DM, at some point tonight when he is by himself, close to the throne, but not like super close to the two that are watching it or anything like that. Kind of like off to the side, wherever you deem that seems pretty decent. Just trying to lay on some hay or something like that. I want to pull it out and see if I can discern.
Pull it out.
Sorry. Take a look at the crown and see if I can discern the price that I think is worth.
Dementia setting in.
Finely crafted goods is
Yes.
a bit more to them.
Named yours the crown?
What's that?
Named yours the crown?
Whatever that is. Oh. It's pretty high and mighty.
He named it Queenmaker.
Okay, I'll allow that. Okay, is everybody else going to sleep for the evening?
Yes.
Correct.
Thrax will be going upstairs to his economy room.
So who wishes to join me in my suite?
Probably Remy. Remy will join you.
No, I don't think so. Remy and Cobb will be in the suite with me.
I thought Cobb was sleeping in the stable with the throne.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that's
that's
what I
right. Remy will be up in the suite with me, and Cobb will be in the stable watching the throne.
I'm just
Remy
gonna
has to clean all the armor.
I'll join on then.
He's had like a
Ragnar
week
falls
off.
Asleep, I want to tie knots in his beard.
So I want to.
Joke
I'm gonna tell Briar. I'm gonna tell Briar where I'm heading now. Just let him know where I'm gonna be at. Like,
Sure.
not lying to him, but truthfully.
Okay. This one comes with the second floor,
Hey.
which is even less pixelated. All right.
I had a cheap room.
Cheap broom, cheap broom, cheap broom.
Like any of the.
I think that's the ones on this side. Sweet. Sweet. Ragnus is outdoors, and Thrax will be over here. And Ragnus is outside somewhere.
I'm just gonna be out close to where the stables are.
Okay.
Just not where the pigs are.
Yeah, just hopefully he doesn't fall asleep like near pigs. I mean, he's not gonna try to pick a spot towards it, but I don't know how the pigs roam, so I don't know. But at some point, I like to do. I don't know. I don't even know what it would be really, but I want to see if I can kind of discern like how well this material is, to how well I think that it would be worth it. Something like if I crafted it, what would I sell it for? You know what I mean?
Okay. Give me a. They don't have appraisal checks anymore. What do they have now?
I mean, you could do anything from real religion, history, or
Yeah, it's probably going to be a history check. Just because that's an intelligence check.
Okay. Do I get the? No, that's actually I don't get that. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
well, could he use wisdom since he's relying on his past experience? If that's something he's
Is he a jewelry crafter though?
So I'm not a jewel crafter. I'm actually a smithy.
That's why I was thinking. I'm like,
Oh, okay. I thought you had like a bunch of different crafting positions.
like if he was looking at like a sword or like a hammer or something, yeah, sure, he'd
Well,
use
yeah.
the wisdom.
I have done a whole bunch. Like he's in his lifetime, Ragnus has done a bunch, but he mainly went for smithing.
Right.
So,
Like his jewel crafting, might extend out to like silverware.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Useful things. He's probably never been asked to like make a crown.
Oh yeah. No. I mean, he's made headpieces, just not not something like intricate like this.
But
Do you still want it to be a history check?
probably, yeah. I think that's probably gonna be the best suited one for this one, just because it is an older piece.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself guidance, trying to think about things I've crafted before. Something in my mind, if it's kind of like seems that it's if it's the same or anything like that, you know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw a D4 in there as well.
You have never seen anything like this before in your life.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to discern if it's how much I think it would be worth or anything.
It would be a wide range, and I've put your rolls in the open.
Okay.
You look at it and you'd be like, I'd sell it for 1,000.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna fall asleep, stuff it in my pocket, sit on it, and just go to sleep, looking at the stars. I don't know, I'll probably be up, just looking at it, thinking about home and where I'm at now. Yeah, just fall asleep eventually. Probably after 15 minutes or something.
Yeah. While you're, starting to fall asleep, you notice like the spectral hand comes and like starts lifting the crown off of your chest, or presumably that's where it was laying, and it's just
What
like
the hell?
dangling there.
I get up, just start smacking my hand, pull out my mace. What the hell? Who's there? Oh, smack your teeth into your back of your skull. Who's there?
Make a perception roll.
Was he falling asleep, or was he asleep when that crown was being taken off?
He was nodding off. He wasn't quite asleep yet. I mean, when is Ragnus really awake?
Yeah, that's true.
You hear some snickering coming from, sounding similar to Orban, coming from outside the stable window.
Outside of the stable window,
Yeah.
like looking right in front of me. Do I see anybody there?
No, but like there's like a partially open window in the stable that you're in, and
I'm gonna run away. Get back to the girls.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out like, "Sons of bitches! Wait until I tell Briar, you bastards!" I'm actually what I'm gonna do is gonna go ahead and go to where the throne is, and
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep on the throne. I'm gonna sleep on it, knowing that this thing absorbs magic. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep on it.
Okay. So Ragnus goes over and he just kind of like pushes Cobb onto the floor and hops up into the chair.
Okay, I'm gonna sleep on it.
Yeah.
Sit on that armchair. I'll sit on this one. Scoot the hell over. Bastard.
You guys come out the next morning. They're like cuddled up in the throne.
He falls asleep on
I
the
mean,
bed.
this is like a 10-foot wide throne, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
pretty,
Should be pretty big, yeah.
I mean, it's still like sharing a twin mattress, but still.
The throne itself is large. I mean, the seat.
Who's big spoon? Who's little spoon?
It's got like big armrests and whatnot. I mean, it's not like meant for a giant. But like if a Goliath or something had sit in it, it'd feel like a comfortable chair.
Something giant king.
Yeah.
We discussed that, yeah. Armin had taken that one with him.
All right. So, any other shenanigans going on this evening, or am I good to give you guys a long rest?
I'm good.
Sleeping.
Versus all of this.
All right. It is morning of the next day.
Ragnus is gonna wake up if he's curled up with the other person on the chair.
Somebody, some stranger you don't even know.
I'm gonna fart and be like, "Get the hell off of me! Smell like ass."
Cobb's just gonna be staring at him blankly, of course.
So cop never talks.
Having received no orders from either Remy or myself, he won't respond.
Yeah.
Remy said to do this.
He won't respond. He won't do anything.
Ragnus just gets up and says, "You're doing a good job.
Creepy
Better
bastard.
Clean that throne up. It looks a little dirt. Took a shit right there. There's something going on."
Just picture Remy looking like Marilyn Manson, just sitting in the background like
Right? Oh my god.
like Frankenstein's little.
Igor.
Yeah, Igor.
I mean, personally, I definitely picture him bald, but that's just me. I picture him like was it from Game of Thrones, the royal executioner guy, the guy with no tongue. That's kind of who I imagine him being.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You're
Not,
saying that you're talking about the eunuch. And I was like,
that's not, yeah, you're talking about the eunuch.
No, not the eunuch.
He's the one with his tongue cut out.
Yeah,
yes, that's why I was like, it wasn't the eunuch.
yeah, not the guy with no testicles.
Second
He
eventually,
really,
you
he
gotta
got
have
some
those.
really botched tongue cut.
I think you cut the wrong thing.
Sir Ellen.
Oh God, he can still talk. Oh, that wasn't right.
He's talking a few degrees higher. But talking.
You guys are awoken around 7 in the morning by bells ringing.
God, that's Remy.
Okay, I remember now. We're woken by bells in the morning.
Yes.
What check would we make to? Are these like bad bells or good bells?
Is there a way to tell the difference? Do they have like certain bells for bad things and certain bells for good things?
I kind of feel like how is it just like is the constant ring like not even
It would be, I mean, typically, if it was
frantic?
You
if
panic.
a church was ringing bells, continuous
Yeah, I
thing,
would
it
think
was-
you would have people.
Oh, that's a panic bill if I've ever heard one.
Oh, that's a panic bell.
No,
Yes, to kill shit.
no, it's a ceremony bell, like Sunday morning bells.
We get to kill shit. It's still things.
Magnus is just gonna walk to Briar's room. As soon as he gets there, he's just gonna knock on the door.
Briar, is this one you? Which one is 5?
5, right there. Roman numeral.
You say dwarven numeral?
What's all these damn numbers and shapes on the doors? Shit.
Oh shit, there are doors. These were just like rooms that were open.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'd
sir.
be kinda weird for rooms to just open.
There's actual doors.
Well, see, I saw them on the suite, so I
This
thought,
would be
oh,
a brothel.
Yeah, it's just curtains.
Curtains.
yeah, I was thinking like maybe there's some bead curtains or something.
Yeah, so I'll come out. The bells, it sounds like a church bell.
Yes. I'm not sure you guys have been in town long enough to hear the church bells, but that is what it sounds like.
Where was Thrax?
Oh yeah, Thrax
Let's
is.
get Thrax up. Maybe he'll know what's going on.
When I see Briar, I'm gonna tell him what happened last night. Something. Try to grab the crown off of me.
Well, that's what happens when you sleep outside.
Oh, we got thievery in our midst. We better watch out.
Thrax is like, well, let's head outside and see what kind of bells these are.
While Ragnus is walking away, I'm gonna stay back here and do Mage Hand again, but just tap him on the shoulder. And then when he turns around,
Huh? Huh? What the hell? Briar, have it again! Ragnus is just gonna run towards where he's seen Briar go. Yeah, where Briar went.
Man, Thrax is fast.
walking through walls.
I went down the stairs.
He went down the steps.
He may have jumped over a table or two, but he went outside.
Armin sleep and eventually stumbled his way over to breakfast. The whole line.
He just took the rest of the
Go down
bottle up
to
there.
the dining area or whatever. Is there anybody sitting there, or do they all get up and look out the door like we are?
Most of them are standing outside in the
Okay.
courtyard of the Silver Oar Inn.
So something's going on. Okay.
Yes. And you see like a large crowd of people starting to make their way up here towards the keep. Kind of like out here on the open terrace.
When you say a large group, you're not saying like a parade of people, right?
It's not like a mass panic. It's more of like a
Gathering.
yeah,
Congregation.
yeah, like a congregation of people. Like imagine everybody was outside in the parking lot during a fire drill. Like that's what it is.
I mean, it's the same episode.
Somebody should stay with the throne.
And you hear like some horn blowing and whatnot. It sounds like almost like a royal horn blowing. You know, like my brain is not on today with my words. I was playing Codenames last night. Oh, it was terrible.
Like a stag sort of deal, like a goat horn.
Like the announcement of a royal person.
Yeah, like here comes the chief or something like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that one.
Shitty rendition.
I just think of Shrek.
Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, exactly.
So proceed to head towards the gathering, I guess.
Okay, yeah, Thrax is gonna head up there and see what's going on.
I'll stay on the outskirts of the crowd.
Looking
With
around
my
the tab,
hood
presumably
up.
someone there to serve us.
Yeah, hood over my eyes. Yeah.
Thrax has like his little like feathers on top. He's like trying to maybe like cover up an eyeball.
Is Dode still in the kitchen?
Serve food.
You can see Dode like, you know, walking up the street. Like maybe he's coming in to start breakfast.
I wouldn't know Dode's name though, would I?
You would know Dode's name.
That would be kind of creepy. I'll be back shortly. Could I have some bacon and eggs?
And a bottle of wine.
No, I'm not a barbarian. You don't drink wine by yourself in the morning. You drink mead in the morning
Oh, I agree. Yes, gin.
to mead the day.
All right, so what, 3, 4 of you went up to the keep up there.
I'm going with them, so I definitely win.
Oh yeah, no.
Same
After
with
placing my
Paul
order,
and
then yeah, with the bottle of wine as my trusted companion.
It's like I can't let this go to waste. I lost the cork last night. There's no hope of
Gotta use
resealing
my
it.
thumb.
Just it's like thumb is like lost circulation because it's been in the bottle all night. He pulls out, it's like purple. He's like, I don't know if this is from the wine or lack of circulation.
Ooh, a grape.
Let's see here. All right, so you guys go up there and you see the Baron. He kind of comes out here on one of these towers or this like little I don't want to say palisade. What's the wall portion called?
A wall.
No, fair enough. He comes out on the wall
Sounds good to me.
Almost like, do you mean on like
above the gatehouse. How about that?
a balcony maybe?
Nah, because it's battlements. That's it.
Battlement. Okay, yeah. I was like, is it coming out from the wall or is it coming out from the building?
I mean, he came up out of a tower and he's out on the battlements, like the ramparts. And he's like overlooking the crowd, and he's.
You a fib. Don't actually say that. Don't actually say that.
Good people, I come to you with great news today. I, Baron Marcus Cunningham, have agreed to a diplomatic marriage with Mistress Karina Darkbark of the Tree Falls clan.
What race is the person that's talking?
He is a human.
Okay.
Is Tree Falls Elven?
Yes.
Frozen,
I forgot what I named the Elven faction.
Would I know if that's wood elf, drow elf, high elf? What kind of elf that might be?
What she is?
Mm-hmm.
This is a great question.
I'm guessing not drow.
I'm also gonna guess not drow. I'm thinking it's high elf. Because, royalty.
How did the crowd respond to that?
They look befuddled, like, we're allies with the elves now? And, he goes on, announcing, this is going to be a great thing for the expansion of Fort Cunningham and the securing of strategic resources in the area. And they announced the wedding date. And it'll be on the 20th of Uktar. So 11 days from now. Today's the 9th.
Can I do a history check to see if there's any beef between these two factions that makes this seem a little weirder than it already is?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll for one.
Want me to roll in tower then, right?
Sure, why not? All skill checks are in the tower. There isn't any, beef necessarily between the two factions other than they happen to kill each other randomly in the wilderness for one reason or another.
So if everybody's looking to befuddle, can I do an inside check to see if he's speaking the truth?
Yeah, sure.
Probably waste.
Yes, he 100% intends to marry Karina Darkbark.
Can I try to? I like that idea. I'm going to try inciting the potential Baroness to see if she's on board with this, or is it, a forced marriage or something?
Oh, is she there?
She is not here.
Oh, she's well. Oh, okay.
Yes, she is still in. Well, you guys don't know this, but she's still in Tree Falls, the Elven clan city. It's not just elves; they also have halflings.
I want to make sure I understood this though. They're saying that it's going to be here in this city.
I don't know where I'm gonna have the wedding at. I think I'm gonna have it in Tree Falls.
But it will be in 11 days.
I think I'll start mingling with the crowd to try to hear any gossip or negativity about the marriage. See if I can pick up on anybody who's resentful or has a reason why this isn't a good idea.
The only thing that the crowd really knows about Karen at Darkbark is that she runs an orphanage in the Elven city. It's called the House of Future Adventurers.
It's a front. Nobody's that good of a person.
I was sitting here thinking of names for it. I'm like, an orphanage. Let me just call it the House of Future Adventurers since half my party is orphans.
I chose that life.
I mean, I'm thinking they're gonna be, hey, why don't we just call it child soldiers? Okay, so. Christ, I already forgot his name. I just wrote it down.
Is it Baron Marcus Cunningham?
Okay. Well, no, like, so somebody of equal reputation runs an orphanage?
I mean, the elves don't really have like a monarchy kind of society, so it'd be kind of hard to do a diplomatic marriage.
But.
In the traditional sense, at least. I think she carries like enough weight with her people that it makes sense.
I mean, yeah, orphans weigh a lot.
Well, some more than others.
Which orphanage be where the green dragon is?
Well, that's interesting news. I mean, it's a celebration. We can be here for that. Or does anybody have any other desires?
We gotta get go talk to that.
Venture.
No,
Yeah, I want some money.
Money does sound nice. I assume the crowd is just like listening to him go on about stuff, and we just got departed. Unless Briar and Henrik, you guys are. I mean, Briar, you were going through there trying to listen for more rumors.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing else going on, and guys see you guys departing, I'll head out with you.
Did anybody seem really disgruntled at all there?
It was mostly confusion rather than being disgruntled. Like, really, that's an odd fit. You know, a baron and someone who runs an orphanage, but you know they're not going to judge him. Maybe he's just a kind-hearted soul.
So, Ragnus, no, right?
yes, we gotta go see how much this thing's worth. I don't want to pull it out. We got some thievery sons and bitches in this town.
I'm sorry, you pulled what out now?
His crown, you know.
Yeah, because
Yes, no, that's fair, that's fair. You do have it though, right?
yeah, I have it.
Good. Somebody of your long history might have done something similar. Well, it happens to all of us.
Nope, I'm pretty sure I got it. And he's gonna go ahead and just like move both of his hands around his whole body, make sure he taps.
It's like, yeah, I've got it somewhere. All right, so you guys are heading over to see the gnome.
Yep. What was his name again? I'm sorry.
Reprot. Or
Raph Rot.
I heard Rack Pack.
Rip rot.
Rep. Okay.
I guess you see like this little gnome jeweler. He doesn't really have so much a shop over here in the market way, but he's got like this nice blanket that he puts out with all of his stuff on it.
Son of a bitch.
Cody opens up.
No, he does not wear a trench coat.
Gnome has wares if you have coin.
Ragnus is just gonna walk up and say, "Good evening. Or good morning. Are you Rap Rot?"
Yes, I'm Rap Rot.
Yes, some of my fellow Dwarven kin told me that they talk to you from time to time on prices on artifacts and items and such.
I only deal with jewelry, really.
Okay, yeah. Again, like I said, they talk to you about items. So, how long you been working in this town?
About 5 years.
Okay. What's like a circlet of platinum worth to you?
It depends on the quality of the platinum.
Give me a ballpark range.
Well, it depends, on the inlay and whatnot, but I don't know. It could be anywhere between like 500 gold pieces or I don't know, 2,500.
Okay. What about give me a second. Let me talk to my companion over here real quick. I'm gonna lean down to Briar and
Lean down to Briar.
like,
You're fucking
I'm over to Briar and I lean over to him and all I'm doing is I'm using it as cover that way I can take a look at the item again because I'm pretty sure it has like opals in it. I think. Yes, black pearls. And I look back at him. What do you charge for black pearls that are inlaid? I roughly say about 3 to 4.
Are you just gonna let me see your item or what?
Just show it to him.
He's gonna hold his hand onto it, and he's not letting go of it. And he's gonna put it right in front of that gnome's face. What's it worth to you?
And the gnome, he kind of like pulls out like how like diamond people they have like those the
Loop.
A loop.
loop. Yeah, his is more of like a sailing magnifying glass, a spy scope, or a telescope.
telescopic.
Yeah, he pulls out like a super long one and he starts really looking at this one in fine detail. He doesn't really try to touch it too much. He'll occasionally like finger adjust the lighting on it just to see how it shimmers.
Okay.
He can see that you're rather attached to it still.
So I'm gonna look at him and just keep, just everything he does. I want to pay attention after.
And occasionally he'll do one of these things asking you to spin it a little bit.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my other hand to kind of spin it in my hand that's holding it.
Okay. He's looking at the back of it and he's
Are we in the middle of the street?
I'm assuming.
you're kind of on the side of the street.
Just keeping an eye out for anybody looking.
You're here on this street. It's called Market Way. So there's usually a lot of foot traffic here in the morning.
Just blocking. Nothing to see here. Move on.
You guys act like you're the only ones bringing in artifacts from Old Impleter. He looks it over for a few minutes and he's like, "Well, before I have to check my books, as is, I think it'd be worth about 1,500 to 2,500, depending on the buyer."
Okay. We will have more where this comes from if you're willing to give us a good price for it. More up the ladder. I can talk to my compatriots and we have no problem using you as the primary buyer if that's something you want to do.
I accept.
Okay, what price we looking at? 2,000? 2,500? What?
He's like, there's a small etching in here. I'm gonna have to check the records on this one, see who it belonged to.
Okay. I'm gonna look down at that spot. Is there an actual etching in it?
Yes, on the back side of the front of the crown, you can kind of see there's like a small, I don't know if it's like an inscription or just like the crafter's mark.
Can I do a history or maybe religion check to see if I know this marking? Maybe if I know who crafted this item or anything like that.
Sure.
Which one would you like? Would it be religion or history?
Be history again.
Armin's gonna hold out his hand. May I, Ragnus, when you're done giving that a look?
Yeah, I can give it to you. You got some damn gloves. Scuffed it up last time.
Yeah, I mean, just gonna pull my sleeve down a little bit, fold my cloak. Look, there we go.
Ragnus, you read it over, and it's a very small etching, but it appears to be of elven make.
Okay, okay. Just look at it, and then Ragnus spins it over to Armin, where the gravings are. And,
Yeah.
he's not letting go of it. He's literally facing it, letting us look at it. Here you go. You can see it. What does it say?
I mean, I do speak Elvish. Would you like me to do a history check as well, just to help determine it?
Sure.
I mean, elves are long lives, so the language doesn't exactly change over time too much, but... see here.
Oh, let's see here.
Surprised nobody tried putting it on and see what happened if we wore it.
I have to pick
Oh.
up Ragnus, too. 'Cause
Can you do me a favor and crown me, Ragnus?
Did anyone do that last week? Put the thing
Nope.
No, no one's put it on. Before last
It
night,
wasn't
nobody
magical.
sat in the chair. I mean,
But
you
it
guys
wasn't magical.
No.
well,
Yeah,
I mean, I did say I was going to
I
sit
slept
in
in the chair.
But yeah.
are
Say I slept in the chair.
you guys are very hesitant about the stuff I put in the game.
Well, yeah,
No.
with your random encounters.
What?
You have to be.
I'm very
I mean,
upfront with those.
I give my players a fuck ton of cursed items.
I don't think I've ever handed out a cursed item.
My personal favorite is the choker of invisibility. You are invisible, you make no sound, but you start suffocating when you put it on.
That's just if you want to kill a character.
So they put it on, they're silent, they can't make a noise anymore. The person might be silently dying next to them.
The perfect stealth item. By the way, you are choking. You're dead.
You have hold on. Yeah, you're dead.
When they die, do they become invisible again?
No.
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 We got fucking a whole bunch of the dead bodies laying everywhere. What the hell is this?
Well, to be fair, they're dealing with hags all the time, and they're dealing with, like, really, like, really messed up creatures. But it's one of my personal favorites. I'm proud of that one.
That's funny. What was the did Armin see who made the circlet?
He doesn't know like who made it. He has a better estimation on what time frame it was made, due to the the inlay and what the style was back then. It is definitely old, like probably
I try to utilize my background feature to get an even better idea.
2,000 years old.
Oh, shit. So that's like 3 elves old.
Yeah, that's 3 whole generations back.
Family heirloom, yeah.
Can I determine perhaps what race of elves, perhaps?
Yes, you would assume that it is Eladrin.
Oh, shit. Well, Ragnus, perhaps we shouldn't part with this so readily. it is. I don't think he has enough coin.
You don't think I have enough coin?
You, but you have quite a.
You don't like my rug?
You have quite a fabulously humble abode for your shop.
What's that? You don't want to get rid of it now? Is that what the group wants?
I mean, I'll acquiesce to the group, but I would like to have a moment away from our potential buyer to discuss this. I'm sure you understand the reference.
All right. I'll go. All right, Briar, give us come on over there. Let's go talk with Armin.
I say we put the crown on somebody and see if it does anything, just for make sure it doesn't.
I mean, I think I already cast like detect magic and all that jazz on it.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Did we already do that? So, did the crown or the thorn or the throne?
The throne wouldn't let me.
Oh, that's right. The throne absorbed it. That's right. I forgot about that. Well, obviously, that's your answer anyway.
Yeah. The crown itself, though, he did check it. There was nothing on it.
I mean, it could still potentially be, but it could. It's metagaming, I know. Sorry, Dave.
That's okay. I metagame all the time.
Potentially, if the magic item has the effect that you cannot see its magical effect.
Oh, like non-detection?
Exactly. Which is always silly to me because then it's like, how do you know that you can attune to it or anything?
You just start using it. All of a sudden, you become better at it.
Right. But I will let them know, like, this is quite old. This is, 3 generations of elves or more. And it's from elves that you don't typically see around these parts. Or anywhere, quite honestly.
Maybe it'll present itself as a good wedding gift.
Ooh, here we go.
That's part of what I was thinking. Or we could sell it to the Baron to give as the wedding gift.
I like that idea better. We make money.
Well, we could potentially, there's always an opportunity to help people. Provide them a good gift. They use you for services to better the area around it. It's not all about the greed and money you collect.
Give it to the Baron. He provides a good gift, and then he offers us his services.
Or the Baron uses it to sell it, and then provides the money to the orphanage so that she can handle more kids.
That too. So see, if we sell it to the Baron, a lot of good can be done.
Because he has less money to give to the orphanage.
Well,
He'd have more money if he sold it. He's the Baron. He can do what he wants. This is his law.
So,
I would suggest
Well,
there's strongly of
go to the
selling it to the
Baron, or-
Baron to give as a gift to his would-be bride and perhaps his family-to-be. It is of elven heritage and make, and quite a bit different than your typical elven wares, I imagine. Though Ragnus might have a better idea on what's typical. I don't know if it's historical value.
Ragnus knows about typical elves.
I don't know a lot about elves, but bastard. No offense.
I could be game for that, to provide it as a gift to the Baron.
So Ragnus doesn't really care about money too much. That's just FYI, out of character-wise, so you guys know. So he'll sell it and try to get the best price possible. So that's what he's trying to do. Use his insight on things. So whatever you guys decide to do as a group here, I'll follow.
We can sell it to the Baron as a gift to the potential Baroness.
That's what I'm saying. Baron's got deep coffers, hopefully.
Alright, I'm persuaded.
I'm gonna give Briar a crown. I'm just gonna walk.
You are very trusting
Can't
of
get your
fire.
trouble right.
I'm gonna walk over to Rat Rot. Right. Oh, Rat Rot. Looks like group has spoken. We decided to keep it. Things change. Look you up. Have a good day. I'll just turn around and walk away.
Your rug
Yeah,
sucks.
whatever.
I'll say no.
Like your boys.
If you happen to have any wares of magical nature, please let me know now. Otherwise, we'll be on our way. I'm saying this in Gnomish, so anybody else who speaks Gnomish knows what I said.
Don't dwarves speak Gnomish?
Is Gnomish a real language?
Yeah, it's an option.
It's an option. What is it like?
That's what it looks like.
I got giant, dwarvish, common.
It's
Can I go ahead and buy some gear while I'm like in the market?
Oh, yeah. You guys can definitely stock up on gear. What kind of gear were you looking to purchase?
Just adventuring gear.
Okay. If it's just standard adventuring gear, you can buy everything for the listed price.
Oh. I have 17 gold to spend.
Except for war elephants. Those are a little pricey these days.
That sounds
More
terrible.
Goddamn Monopoly.
Those are a little harder to come by. Oh yeah, do you guys want to like, get like a carriage or something? Or like maybe some horses?
at least a mule.
Right?
I mean, we also have tracks.
For like an hour at a time.
Yeah, but we save money. And he can still pull it when he's a lizard too. Like we can direction off thing.
What's the price range of a mule or a horse?
No, horse is like 50. Riding horse is like 75 or 100 or something like that. Mule's like 10 or 15 or something. Like
God, I
that.
must be thinking about like earlier edition or homebrew thing. Jesus.
Mounts and other animals. Yeah, there's camels, elephants, draft horse. Draft horse is 50 gold pieces.
I love the beer horse.
Yes, this one's draft. Do you have bottled? Riding horse 75. War horse 400.
I don't think we have money for horses, do we?
I sure as hell don't.
I mean,
Combined party gold is like maybe 100. Yeah, spent it all on wine last night.
how much well, I was gonna say Armin just spent a bit of money last night, but he hasn't shared with you guys how much he has.
Well, maybe we should discuss the crown with the Baron first. Maybe could afford more things. Post that discussion.
Yes, it would be interesting. Well, I'm probably not there. I'm still probably talking to the gnome, actually.
Can we sell things while we're here?
Yeah, you guys can totally sell things. Let me check out your inventory.
So
Yeah.
right now, as it sits, we're gonna go ahead and try to sell the crown to the Baron for the Baroness for his wedding.
The Baroness to be, yeah.
Okay, and then while we ask about that, is one of us gonna go check out the bounty board or the?
I think Orban already did that last night, didn't he?
Yeah. It just said he buys gold items,
Okay.
and then it had a list of bounties from the other factions.
And you'll see the the one listing elves from Treefall has been crossed out.
No.
Is there anything on the bounty, the list of bounties that's been sitting there the longest?
No, it's more of like an etching. Like it's not so much paper as it is like stonework.
Oh, I was
They
gonna
have
laugh. It was just like literally a clay
neat
tablet.
Yeah, it's like they put up like a fresh clay slab and put it in a frame and they just chisel into it.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if which one was the oldest to to see which one I wanted to, see which one would be better to pick. Try to get the oldest one done because then no one could do it. If we do it, it might look better on us.
It's mostly been put up at the same time. You see that it's been put up in 2 different parts. The first one was just the bounty board portion, and then there's like another line under that saying that Baron Marcus Cunningham will pay for, artifacts of old Impelter.
Okay.
Cool beans. So right now we're going to talk to the Baron.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose if the gnome doesn't have anything to show me.
He might
Uh,
want the throne too.
he kind of thinks you guys are just wasting his time at this point.
I'm literally looking to see his wares, and he's like, "Nah, I don't want to do it anymore." Oh, all right, well, I guess I'll just catch up with the rest of the group.
Okay. The rest of
yeah.
the group is heading up to Cunningham Keep.
Who's got the highest charisma to get what we want?
I mean, I've always considered myself the best looking of the group. I mean, well
Best
maintained
looking or best
armor.
talking?
Armor is always in good shape, unlike the drunkard that's sort of on the other side. I mean, I can't imagine he is, but
As I'm catching up, I'm gonna stop by and get my breakfast from Dude.
We got 12 charisma. That's a +1. He
And
knows
I will
he's
chime in.
sexy and he don't care.
I will chime in. It probably matters more what your family background is or where you come from to meet somebody of that standing rather than your own personal.
Well,
We got
maybe my parentage is from Treefall.
items he's wanting to buy.
Yeah, that
Yes.
doesn't sound like a door-to-door salesman. I got a vacuum cleaner for you.
Hey,
It's a Hoover.
I actually did that selling for Kirby.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Yeah.
Are you guys bringing the throne with you, or are you leaving that in the stables?
Let's leave it for now.
we could discuss it with him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys walk up to the main gate, and it's currently closed, but there is a couple of guards out there. Some more of the war swords that you've seen about town.
Be like, we've come here to talk to the Baron about purchasing an item of old Impelter.
He turns around, shouts up to the gate guard, and they raise the gate, and you're allowed into the inner portion in here. I think I might actually have a map for this. You guys ever do that where...
Yes,
Yeah, no, I do it all the time.
too often actually.
If I do have one, I don't have it saved. Oh god. Scroll.
Did somebody just fireball Panric?
Who's fireballing
Never-
people?
No one's fireballing. Panric can't fireball.
Getting ready for a fight.
Just getting all my stuff on.
Oh, I thought somebody like cast it at you and it's like, hey, your ring blocked this so much damage. Shit.
I do not have a map for this at the moment. But you guys are allowed into like the interior courtyard in here, and you can see like one of the guards, walking across the ramparts to go inside and get the Baron. And he comes out, a few minutes later, and he's like, "Yes, hello, adventurers. I hear that you have items or artifacts of old Impoter that you would like for me to look at. I'm quite fascinated with this region's history."
As you have every right to be. I, my compatriots here, have found something that could be of some interest to you, but not just to you, but your future bride-to-be.
Oh yes, do tell.
Well, firstly, I have this. I'm going to show um, the elf statue that I have. I'll cast the store value on it.
Are you making it look
Oh,
better
yeah.
or worse?
Making it look better, man. It's something we found in the local area, and it could be of interest to her people as a nice little warming gift for the family. But the item we did find could be of interest to your bride-to-be as a extremely valuable historical item of not only her people, but the origins of her people. And Briar, Ragnus, whoever has it,
Briar. We'll pull out the crown.
As he pulls it out, I stop his hand real quick and I look at him. Don't let Armin touch it.
I understand, Ragnus, you are very protective of fine craftsmanship.
Just don't want to go to rust. You got like bad touch, juju on your fingers. You need to go see a priest. I'm the wrong one.
He's like, ooh, yes, this is lovely. And he kind of snaps his fingers a couple times in the air. And two people approach. One is... human walks up with a giant, almost like stack of notepads. And the other one is Raprot.
Oh, good lord.
Hold on, how this short little ass leg gonna be for us?
It was.
I mean, you guys have been waiting up there for a few minutes, waiting for the Baron to come out.
At this point, I'm picking a rapper, just pointing out by any means it doesn't even make any sense.
Don't take back what I said about your rug.
Oh, you guys again, huh? Okay. Yes, Baron. And he says, "Oh, are you familiar with these adventurers?" Yes, they were by my shop before they came to see you. Apparently, they thought I didn't have the coin to buy whatever they wanted to sell.
Not quite true. We thought it'd be of more use to the Baron himself directly.
This crown doesn't fit short people.
Yeah, considering you'd probably mark it up to sell it to him anyway, so we figured we'd just cut out the middleman.
He says, "Oh no, me and Raprot, we go way back. But sure, let's take a look at
5
this."
years worth.
Actually, it's probably longer than that because the Baron, he's only recently a Baron. He was formerly in the Merchants Guild, and he just happened to acquire so much wealth that he has now purchased this plot of land, and
Yeah.
he's basically funded this entire expedition.
I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I still got you guys on audio.
So he's like, "Oh no, I've worked with Raprot for probably about 2 decades now." Yeah, it's something like that. And so they take a look at the little elven figurine. Raprot's like, it's old, but got this blemish here, and a little tarnish on this end.
Yep, Ragnus hears that and he just looks at Armin. Sorry, bitch.
Of age, if nothing else, since I said historical value.
He kind of gestures to the human woman that is standing there with all the note cards, and she begins writing down some things. And he looks at the crown again, does a quick turnaround with it, and gives her another glance, whispers something to her, and she writes it down, and she in then turn goes and shows it to the Baron. He's like, ooh, yes, these are definitely some quality items that you have brought before me today. He takes
Of
it.
course.
He's like, I can offer you How much were you looking to sell these for?
We'd like to hear a price first. You clearly had one in mind.
Oh, the shrewd negotiators you are. Uh, I am a bit tied up with funding this whole expedition, but I believe I can give you fair compensation for it. I will give you 2,500 gold pieces for the lot.
Money.
What, the lot like the throne and that, or just the crown?
He doesn't know about the throne yet.
Yeah.
It's
That's
the crown and the doll or statue.
doll.
The little gold elven figurine.
The doll being worth 0.
I mean, it's worth 25 gold.
Said
But
doll thing.
Typically worth
Cursed object.
25 gold, but it is being positive effect of distort value on it, so that's a little worth a little more.
What did he originally offer us for it? I thought it was 2,500.
Well, 15 to 25, I think was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 2,500 gold, correct? Is that what I
Yes.
heard?
Yes, that's what he's offering you for both the crown and the elven figurine.
Let's go. We'll be happy to do it all for 3,000.
Oh, oh no. I don't believe I can spend 3,000 on this. I would be losing so much more money than I would be gaining.
Well, we also potentially have another item to talk to you about, but I don't know if it's worth it if this is what we should expect.
We'll be
And
doing
also, you have to think about
26.50.
your wife-to-be's happiness. I mean, imagine being handed such a lovely crown of platinum from not just High Elf, but Eldrin elves.
You see, as this conversation goes on, Ragnar's just tapping his face. He's like, 2 decades, huh? That God said 5 fucking years.
Explain me.
Come on here.
He's only been here for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Baron has only been there for 5 years? Okay.
He worked with him previously before they settled this
okay.
area.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, there's something fishy going on here.
He's like, oh no, I didn't get to become such a successful merchant to rise this high to be overpaying like this, sirs.
26.50 is too high.
Well,
It's
I'll
not
tell
that
you
you offer
this,
us a
he
bad
told
price.
That rot before he got really upset. Unfortunately, group decision here. We find more things, we can always bring it on back. Bring it to this town. Make this town look really nice. We are a group of adventurers, and we do every now and then come and finding some nice things from time to time. We have no problem bringing it here, selling.
Could we do 3,000 and then further items he gets first dibs of?
I think, folks, that a good way of going about this is perhaps that that we take the 2,500, but we also get to be in this employ officially.
Like you would like to sign an exclusive rights contract?
We'll get to the rest of the group for how they feel about that.
I don't give a fuck.
I think it would depend on the nature of the contract.
You go stand over there while we look at it. We'll tell you it's good.
Would that be perhaps of any interest? I mean, to operate as officials within your own realm, underneath your banner, even though it's
Jurisdiction.
banner.
So you would
Brian's
like to...
got I see you there, Steve. You got an opinion. What's up, man?
I was just thinking, can we try to determine what the stack of notes that the lady has? Like, is this a list of items they're looking for, or?
You can roll an insight check if you would like.
Yeah.
Can I assist him?
Sure, why not?
It says roll the advance, or either way, okay. I don't know why they roll with advantage, but
You gather that she is some kind of court notary. here for official bills of sale and whatnot.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, I know, generally speaking, how much power a Baron would have.
He's a
Do you want me to-
small Baron, though,
He's an up-and-coming Baron.
that we know of. There's 5 other
He's literally
factions.
sitting on a mines, like, and he's a shrewd merchant, as we figured out. Plus, he's getting married and allied to an elven force. I mean, like...
I still think it's fishy.
Oh, no, for sure, but Armin's like, hey, official capacity operating underneath Baron.
We're gonna go Blue's Clues on this bitch.
Should have been a ranger.
Nobody be able to pick locks.
Does anybody have an idea on the idea of working, taking 2,500 if he accepts, and working with him in an official capacity?
Magnus is game for whatever the majority of the group is game for.
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, I find it interesting. It depends on what the final terms are of working in the official capacity. Can we accept jobs with other people? Can we,
Yeah. Are we getting?
how are we compensated?
Oh, I thought we were just giving him
Board
exclusive
here.
rights.
Do we
Well,
get
I think that's the question.
boat ride
That would be the
anywhere?
question, which is the follow-up.
Well, maybe there's particular items he's looking for we could help him out with.
Oh, there definitely is. Are you guys saying this? Are you guys
Yeah, no,
saying
I
this
would
like?
say that. I would say that whether he would be aware that, are there items or areas you would like to have us look for, artifacts.
Yes, there is. And well, let's conduct this business first, and then we will get into all of that. So 2,500 gold pieces. That seems. I mean, he kind of like looks you all up and down. He's like, surely you could all use this coin.
Well, that was rude.
We live within our means, so. But I
If it
digress.
is as stupid does.
So yeah, I guess we would be open to discussing terms of working contractually with him or in an official capacity.
So we're gonna take the
Fragments.
2,500 gold.
I'm okay with 2,500.
It says I'm not allowed to vote.
And rightly so. All right, that's majority.
Let me throw that
Nope, sir.
up there.
Who what?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
That was
oh.
me. That wasn't one of me. Click for a second.
All right, so you guys are all in favor of that. So I will go ahead and. 2,500 gold pieces.
It's 500 gold a piece.
Here comes a horse.
Oh, Thrax, hello.
No, I don't think so.
What?
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Where is Thrax, by the way?
Thrax is here with you guys this whole time.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I would have asked him to wait.
Isn't Thrax
to help
just
Remy.
a, guide?
Representative,
What was that, Robert? I didn't catch that.
a guide.
Isn't Thrax? Yeah, just a guide.
He's not a guide. You guys don't pay him a daily wage.
He's getting a paid
Oh,
a daily wage, but not.
We
by
did. We did something for him.
We haven't done anything for him yet.
Yeah.
He
Well,
wants us
we
to help
were.
him find the corruption.
He's literally just been like, I guess these guys are going back to town.
Hey guys, you said you were going to help me. I gave you these nice badges.
We're helping.
Alright, I'll go ahead and delete out.
Shit, we could have just asked for horses with 2,500. Can we get a bottle of wine on top of this?
I want to ask him if he has anybody that is privy to what's going on, like outside the realm, to kind of help with the Axis thing.
Hold on, that's not what we agreed on.
What?
24
2,496 gold pieces distributed across the party.
Oh, there was an odd number. So there's 4 gold pieces and a silver piece still remaining in party inventory. Add it up. It equals 2,500. I put 2,500 in.
Okay. I was like, this guy trying to jip us now?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 5 times 5 is 25.
There's 6.
There's 6 people in the party. Thrax.
Right? Oh, we were serious about paying him? Oh, okay.
I mean, Armin is. That's why he brought it up. Like, oh, Thrax, shit. Well, and to be fair, there's also the servants.
Agreed.
That
No,
comes out of,
they
they come out of Penrick's tab, not ours.
yeah.
Wait a second. Who's watching? They're watching their thrones. I'll collect the money for them. They each get 52 gold pieces apiece.
What is this about a throne?
We
I'm
thought
more,
yeah.
I'm more worried about the corruption and shit. Does he know anything about that?
Corruption. What corruption are you talking about?
What Thrax needed help with?
Oh, the trees coming back to the area?
No, what was the main quest that we were helping him with?
Overgrown forestation and wild plants, if I remember correctly. Like attacking plants. Trees coming in too much.
Yes, this area has regained its natural life quite quickly. Like faster than it probably should. Like a forest would normally take, a few decades to grow. Well, it's, grown up this much in like 6 months.
I was not aware it was that fast. I was on the
I was not
impression it
either.
like, I was on the impression it was like Christ. I mean, that's like a sapling going to a full freaking tree in like
Ew.
a week.
Yeah. We're like, so, if you help us with this could also help on you keeping your expansion.
You can actually watch the grass grow right before your eyes.
Well, sorry for the groundskeepers.
I mean, drug dealers are gonna be scratching their heads like, oh my god.
I can hide it anywhere.
They confiscate
Is
today's
it-
stash,
is it-
grow it back tomorrow.
Is it just
I'll be right
wild
back.
foliage, or is it like domestic plants too, like local farm plants as well?
There seems to be an epicenter somewhere, and it's kind of radiating out from it.
Right, but are all plants affected, or just like
Yeah,
certain? Okay.
it appears to be anything that grows. And you'll
Sure,
notice,
sure.
like, some of the wildlife is developing certain adaptations as well.
I knew I should have rolled up a druid.
Sort of roll up a barbarian.
All right. Well, we were looking to solve the issue with our compatriot here, Thrax. Thrax could explain the issue if you so choose. We'll have Blue talk to himself for a bit.
Thrax goes into a brief detail about what's going on out there in the environment. And the Baron's like, I thought we were just quite naturally lucky to, have the vegetation return so quickly. But he says, like, he has certain scouting parties and whatnot that are out there in the wilderness under his employ. And they report back, seeing strange creatures and how they, walk by an area and then they go back there a week later and it looks dramatically different.
Have these scouts noticed any particular area where it's the most prevalent?
It's hard to figure out. I mean, you got to go deep into the woods, and That's-
So your scouts don't go that far.
no, that
We're
is
going deliverance deep.
that is beyond our borders currently.
Would it fall within tree falls? Is that you said the elven?
Possibly, yes.
Could he ask his soon-to-be wife if they have anything next time he sees her?
He says that the next time he sees her will probably be their wedding in a week,
I was just saying, that's wedding
wow.
day.
or in a 10-day or whatever it is.
All right. magic items.
Perhaps you could help us out with this, Sir Baron, is that we're in need of some steeds to get there a little faster and resolve this issue. Wouldn't it be such a crowning moment if the forest station didn't overrun your walls and cause further problems with strange creatures? If you could say, I've gotten married and I took care of our issue.
I think we tell him about the dragon. Let him go find out for himself.
He's not. Now let's get back to this throne. You say you have found a throne?
Well, it wouldn't really be a throne. It's more like a chair. Just, just items, like I said.
I believe I've got a question for you here, man. Alright, so when we took the crown out of the throne, it was in like a secret compartment underneath the seat?
Yes.
Okay, that wasn't like a hole in the, like it didn't become basically like a porta potty throne.
No. It's like you found a secret compartment, like the seat kind of like lifts up and it's like a little hollowed out area in there.
I just wanted to clarify because I'm thinking like reading through my notes. I'm like, no, it wasn't a hole. Well, we found a very nice chair. We were going to ask you about it at some point, but well, we weren't sure if you'd have interest, and we're not sure exactly if it's. Well, I'll let my compatriots talk. I'm obviously.
We don't know what we have planned for it yet.
Are you looking for a throne?
Why, yes. Yes. Every royal seat needs a chair in which to sit on.
Well, what in particular are you looking for?
Oh, I wanted something of, old Impleter. I've hired several bands of, adventurers to go searching old city locations, but they've come up empty as far as throne-like objects.
What would you be willing to pay for a proper throne?
I believe that would depend on the throne. What my good friend Raprot says about it.
Well, I mean, I assume you have some, sort of budget you're sticking to.
He's like, well, to be quite honest with you, my work in the past has kind of bared fruit on that. I have a handful of lenders that I can call upon.
I really wondered that 5 minutes ago.
So, I mean, it all depends. I mean, I am heavily invested in this current venture of mine. So, my liquidated cash will be kind of short, but I'm sure we can work out something.
Perhaps we could work a deal for some equity in your venture.
Or magic items.
You would like a stake in my claim?
I would, but I'm not sure about my compatriots.
As the rest of the group remains silent.
Yeah, the same.
My
what would that entail?
yes, my interest is not in any human lands that are sort of going about here.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by claiming stake or whatever. Staking the claim.
When I said equity, like it's not claim for land is what we're discussing. I'm claiming like a percentage of profits that his state earns through like his mines. Like owning part of a business, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And I'll stick by. I don't know that I have any interest in human lands.
He's a
I like
halfling, so.
I like adventuring.
But if you own them, are they really human lands?
That's true, they would be halfling lands.
And you could put your servants out and let them run wild and chase chickens.
Well, I mean that is
Look
an
at the
idea,
executioner chasing,
can do that
chasing
now.
chickens.
but what do you think I'm going to do with my 400 gold pieces?
throw them down a hill and make Cobb go pick it up.
It's a lot of chickens.
One piece at a time.
Remy, please instruct Cobb to go get that gold piece I just threw down there.
Well, I don't know if the rest of my compatriots would like an actual firm price or some form of trade. I personally would just like equity.
Well, let's. May I view this throne in which you're offering before we discuss payments upon it?
I believe that would just be only fair. I believe we have a servant who can drag it up.
Drag it, you say?
It's quite large and heavy, as any good throne is.
Oh boy. He snaps his fingers and, he's got a handful of house servants that show up.
Panric! He's outclassing you.
Oh, that's 3 no's to show throne?
Wow, you guys are just...
We'll have to go in. It is a bit away. We'll have people to bring the throne up. But let us go fetch it and we'll bring it to you.
Oh, certainly. I'll be here admiring my foliage here in the courtyard.
Don't get entangled in it.
Can we borrow a couple horses? This thing's quite heavy. You can get here a lot quicker.
You see him make a quick gesture to his servants, and they run over and they grab 2 draft horses and pull the royal carriage around. It probably wouldn't be a carriage; probably be more like the wagon version, like one that they use for hauling up mulch and whatnot.
We appreciate
I mean,
it.
I'm just thinking like one that they would load a 4 with, but yeah, okay.
Oh, that's an ore cart. You don't want to put a jade throne in an ore cart. Come on. You see them like sweeping out the back.
That'll work, I suppose. Anybody have a complaint with that?
No. Let's get in the cart and start heading off to the north where the throne is.
Sounds a plan.
Okay. And the the 2 house servants, they kind of hop in the front seat and wait for you guys to climb in the back.
We have this well in hand. We do appreciate the offer. We are, as you know, adventurers and quite independent-minded.
Shotgun.
Yeah, Bo.
You wouldn't allow a pair of my house servants to accompany you?
Well, we're going to be heading out north, and it's not quite safe, and as I said, we're used to doing things by ourselves.
Oh, then surely you must have a cart of your own then.
We did, but the wheel broke.
Mr. Baron, this is beginning of a good relationship, business partnership here. Do you not trust us? We need to know now.
I suppose it just is my servant wagon. If it was the royal carriage, I might have to, draw a line, but this one, is nay worth the fret. All right, just have it back before sundown.
You have my word. We'll bring this thing back in one piece.
And he claps his hands, and the servants hop off the front, and one of them stands there holding the reins, waiting to hand it to whoever's going to drive it.
Who's proficient in land vehicles?
Give me a second.
Not I.
I'll drive. I can jump off the quickest. If you guys
Armin's gonna take a sip from his mead that he got from breakfast.
Can I have a swig of that? You get DWIs in the Forgotten Realms.
I don't think so, because technically horses have a mind of their own.
Exactly. I mean, granted, you still don't want to fall or, steer him into a wall. But yeah,
Fun fact: I don't think you can get DWIs while riding a horse.
you can depending on the state.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can on a lawnmower.
But
Yeah.
actually, a lot
I've
of
seen
That's
that video.
it's a motorized vehicle.
yeah, you can get a DUI for riding a bike. It happens all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you seen the scissor lift one?
I haven't seen this. I know what a scissor lift is, but
He's like,
I don't know
he's
what
like,
it does that.
it's like the thing that rises up.
it's like a warehouse.
Like that.
Okay, yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
sir, I'm gonna need you to come. He's like, no. And he just starts rising up. And the other one, the guy was on his riding lawnmower, and he starts to go away and he tases it. Oh, I'm gonna find that.
So let me make sure I understood this correctly. You know, metagame wise, just because I caught this. Ragnus's idea here is like to say, no, we're not gonna return it in a day, but we'll return it. Basically, I caught that correctly.
He said today.
By the end of the day, in one piece.
Wait,
But Magnus didn't say today. Nobody said today.
He asked for the end of the day. Ragnus did say, "No worries, we will return it in one piece." That's what I
He's
got.
doing that fairy bullshit.
Just saying.
Are we away from him? Are we away from the guy?
I
over here?
assume you guys have taken the cart and have started, driving
Right
out
now.
the road. Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled
So-
a handling check just to make sure that I get a good feeling with the horse.
Yeah, you feel like you're pretty confident driving this. I mean, they appear to be some older horses, so they're not, galloping too fast.
Let's go sell those horses.
Yeah, sell his horses and carts. That's a brilliant idea. So the question I had: did anyone wear the crown? No one sat on it. No one wore the crown. No one wore the crown while sitting on it.
That is something I was gonna point out, like metagame wise, is that I think we determined on the second roll that I did that the throne requires somebody of noble birth to kind of sit upon it, and that made me thinking that if you wore the crown while you're sitting on it, kind of indicates you're noble.
A noble birth. As in
that's
myself.
what I was remembering.
I mean,
That's why I was like, shit, we need Henrik to sit ass on this thing.
Henrik is of noble birth.
Let's go
But I
sit
could
down.
be. Blue, let me know if I'm misremembering the notes I have here.
You can remember it however you want.
I'm checking through my notes here, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we had that noted down. We had that noted down. I'm not sure if I was gonna stream something.
Campaigns are made great by misremembering information.
I mean, I don't think they're any good if everyone remembers everything.
That's true.
No, that's true. But Armin's smart. He would remember. But I digress. So yeah, we're taking his servant cart and his 2 draft horses, and we're just taking it to the inn, guys, loading up the throne and taking it out back and hiding it. Like, what's the idea here?
I don't know. I just wanted to get an understanding. I mean, it didn't seem like there was large, sort of opportunity. What we could do is just take the horses somewhere, put, Remy and Cobb on them, and have them take them back. And while we just sort of forget that we ever had that discussion for right now.
We might forget about it, but I don't think they're gonna forget about it. So what's the plan here, guys? Like, I know we're not comfortable showing him the throne, especially because the whole crown, throne, noble thing. Not sure if it's safe.
They're probably related.
Yeah, I mean, one's Eldrin made crown that fits a human head, and one's made for giant kin, and it's like could see the Cyclops comfortably, or 2 people spooning.
When the throne was in, or the crown was in the throne, so they're probably related.
I mean, yeah, but it could also be just like the hidey hole, the snack area where somebody just got lazy and put the crown in instead. It could have been a gift from the Eldrin and 2 giants when they came through. They could activate upon each other if this is true too. I'm not saying it's wrong.
If the Eldrin were Feywild, weren't they?
Metagame wise, elves originated, they were all shape changing and shit, and they ended up in the Feywilds. They became like the Eldrin. Eldrin are closest to the original elves. They then separated out and became all different types of elves.
So I think what I recommend is, Orban, you need to go back to the Baron and steal the crown. We've erred. We've sold him something evil.
I second that.
Why are you thinking something evil?
Honestly, what?
Challenge accepted.
Is it because
I've
it's
made-
made with black pearls? Is that why it's evil?
I've come to the conclusion the crown is evil. We possess both items in order to prevent it from getting and corrupting this poor Baron, who may already be corrupted, and we have an issue now.
Leave it to the paladin. They accuse everyone of corruption.
I love how he doesn't say anything about giving the money back, though.
Well, he's not going to wear the crown, is he? I mean,
He's giving it to his bride. That's like, you know.
It might be mind control.
Yeah.
So none
I
of
mean,
us
what's she
can
gonna do?
count
Burn
on-
an orphanage down?
I mean,
I believe Identify was casted on the crown.
It was.
yeah, it wasn't magical.
Magic
It
did
wasn't
identify
magical.
with-
but that doesn't not make it a key for the throne.
Okay, well, I mean,
Well, I think Identify would tell us
I
that.
did just buy a grappling hook.
I mean, we literally we literally did not try putting the crown on and sitting on the throne. It could have activated something. We don't know that.
yeah, well, we could also go to Burger King and get a paper crown.
Armin can cast me invisible.
Sorry, Mutton King. My
For
apologies.
a minute.
Is it a minute?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, we can always be like, hey, we need to take a look at that crown real quick. Show for our good faith. We might have to just give back the money, and then we can say we need to make sure that this thing is not cursed in any way. And then one of us puts it on and sits on the throne and see what's happening.
You did not say no take backsies.
Yeah, let me see my percentage dice. What they say. Oh, according to these things, 0.
I'm not giving my money back.
You're
How
not
about
giving your
this?
money back.
We bring him the throne and we're like, we have a show for you, but we need the crown, and then one of us just puts it on and sits on it, and then see if anything happens. We're like, that was the show.
Okay. I like this idea too.
Better yet, we could get some poor sap to sit in it instead of one of us.
No, we could do this, and I'm glad I'm chaotic neutral. We could put the crown on, sit on the throne, and act like we're dead, like it was cursed. Good thing we told you, and then take it.
And then just leave with the throne. Can we borrow that card again, please?
I mean, I think we just made a really bad mistake, and we're just gonna have to live with it.
So we just need to take the throne to him.
What's the worst that
We,
can happen?
we can take it to him and not sell it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then we potentially have to fight our way out of there.
we'll have a
How about we ask him to put the crown on and then see how it feels sitting on the throne? To get
You know
the
what?
kingly.
That'd
And
be
then if we
great.
gotta put him down, we gotta put him down.
Okay, so let's think about this. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen if we show him the throne? He's gonna say he wants to buy it, correct?
Or he wants to take it.
Or he wants to take it. Sure, we could. That's the worst thing, right? And we'll get into a fight, right?
You know what?
We're
Why don't we
making
go
that
back?
barbarian.
Why don't we go back, get one of his servants to meet us there, because we found that like one of us threw it on our backs or something like that, and we knock him out. We smash the throne up. We say your servant dropped the throne.
Well, why don't we just get the gnome to come with us to
I feel like
appraise
that's
it?
I feel like the gnome's like the worst option because the guy's a jackass.
I feel like the gnome is pretty shoddy. I'll do it.
Yeah, but at least he's not a threat. I mean, we're not surrounded
no.
inside the castle walls with if he comes to us.
He's not a gnome variable here.
I think we're making too big a deal of nothing. I mean,
We probably
It could be,
are.
yeah. No, like
let's just have him sit on it and then see what happens.
What I want to know is what have I done to make you guys mistrust me so much already?
I was already this paranoid. It wasn't you.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Ursula
Yeah, I
might
just think
be
it's.
right.
I just think that the crown and the throne are related, but we didn't think the crown was magical.
Yeah, it's the absorption of magic that exists in the throne that someone showed
Well-
interest in.
Yeah.
I will say, just as an interesting aside, and maybe this is why, anything that sits on that throne has its magic absorbed. Correct, Blue?
Like
Or
if you
anything
cast
has-
if you cast, so far what you guys know is if you cast a spell on the throne, it just kind of absorbs it, and you
So
see
it
like
could've
this
been
green
absorbed.
shimmer that goes through it, like a little wave.
That throne could have been containment for the crown.
I mean, it could be an absorption, so
How about
for
this?
whoever burns the crown, they could shoot the power out or something.
Somebody can activate their badge if it has magic on it, put the badge on the throne, and then see what happens.
Yeah, I
We
think
did in
yeah.
the throne. In
there's a possible even simpler thing. That, I mean, if you want to say the non-evil version of the throne would be that it was used by someone who adjudicated things and did it in order to prevent someone from casting something on him, so that they could
that's-
be unaffected.
that's
That's
what
what
my
we
visual
thought.
thought
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But
So
there's also the fact of like, why would you put a crown? And I've raised this question. Why would you put a crown into a throne? Like it, and Steve put this up too. The only thing I can think of personally with a magic absorbing thing is to either hide the crown, which is the big no-no we just did, or up to two, it was to contain the crown's magic, and that way, and so it's been in there so long.
What if it destroyed the crown's magic?
That could have been. It could have destroyed the magic, or it could have absorbed it and made it nullified until it reactivates eventually by itself.
or it was just convenient storage for the king.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, nobody wants to go with
Yeah,
option
but-
3, the most
like-
likely scenario.
That was my thought. It's just that's
Who-
where it belongs.
I mean,
Alright,
What king would want to be known as King Asshat? That's what he's doing.
so
What was a secret compartment? Nobody knew it was there.
let's do another vote on if we want to bring the gnome to take a look at the.
Oh, just the gnome?
Yeah,
Because he's not a threat.
gnome.
You highly underestimate my gnomes. Every gnome is a great wizard.
Mine's a
Hey,
no.
majority.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Okay. All right. Ragnus is gonna. I'm assuming we were about to leave. We were all talking, like having a conversation as the horses started drifting off. Ragnus pulls on the reins. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. And then when I look back, do I see Rat Rot?
Presumably, he's still waiting in the courtyard.
Okay. I'm gonna walk. Go to him. Like, hey, Rat Rot, you mind accompanying us? Maybe you could take a look at this and see what you think the Baron would think of it. You got a minute?
You know, the Baron is still standing there, and you know they've been catching up. You know, he's like, you know, he kind of ushers him to go with you guys.
He'll be back. We'll have him back before midnight. I promise.
He's like, oh, would you like Claire to accompany as well? As you've kind of guessed that that's the notary's name.
The notary's asking to accompany as well.
Yeah, she's a female human.
Dude,
Oh,
Says the paladin.
yeah. I'm gonna tell the notary. "Whoa,
that was definitely out of character.
I
I mean, it could have been a Paladin of Conquest, or you know,
I talked
like,
to the group. We there's a lot of us on this cart. We just and then if we bring it back, the throne back, there's not enough room. It'd be kind of rude if you had to walk back. We
you just walk back.
yeah. We're gonna take
It's not like we're
Rat
not
Rock
putting
and
another
then head
seat
off
on this thing. Like we're literally adding a seat to the cart. So
Yeah, well, I mean, small. He's a gnome. So I'm trying to say, basically, what I'm trying to say is, there's not enough room for her and the throne.
oh, I thought you were just talking to like to the gnome, just saying like, dude, you're gonna
No,
have to walk
the
back.
gnome to come. The gnome. I'm asking the gnome to come, and the Baron said for the gnome to come.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
notary's asking to come, and I'm trying to let her know that we don't have enough space for her. If we bring back the throne, she'll have to walk back, and that would be rude. So I'll let her go from there.
Oh, yeah. The Baron is like, oh, okay, have it your way. Yep. Rampart's like,
Oh, we ain't tired of
Okay,
you.
where we going?
We're gonna go on over here and take a look at the throne. Let us know what you
Christ,
think.
guys, we just told him we put the throne in the north, and here we're going back in the town.
You guys are kind of an odd group, aren't you?
No. No, I don't think so. So, how long you been a purveyor of things?
How long have I been a jeweler? It's a family tradition.
Okay, all right. You got Mrs. Rat Rot somewhere, or is it just you?
I have 312 siblings.
Okay. You got a fourth and fifth job?
He's like, no, I make decent money.
Are they
Thank
all
you
as
for
ugly as
asking.
You?
Well, hop on in. We're gonna head on over. Shouldn't be too long.
We're already moving.
I mean, I thought that
We're
conversation
there.
was en route to town.
yeah, that's what I'm like. You guys are pretty much.
Same.
I want to take the extremely BFE scenic route.
Oh, okay. So we're
Around
going.
the 4 buildings up. It's only
Exactly.
a way.
Let's see
And,
how
I'll-
we
and
can.
and I'm just gonna go around just talking to them. You got a nice town here. A lot of dwarves build these homes. I could tell they look really good structure. You know.
You know, as you pass by the Silver Slate right here, you would notice that there are a handful of dwarves inside working on various metalworks.
But yeah, dwarves build some of the homes, but mostly it's humans.
Okay. Still a nice place. You know, just kind of looking around. We'll be there shortly. You know, enjoy the relaxation. Has anybody got a pee? We'll stop right here.
But we got to turn around anyways. I went down a wrong route.
With the devil.
Fine. That's fine.
Who's driving?
Oh, it's Ragnus.
Ragnus can't do two things at once. Only conversation ends during the horses. Is that what he's doing right now?
Oh, dang it. This is dead end. Who the hell built a dead end in a town? Oh, sons of bitches. Alright,
train
give me a
these
minute. Gotta come
horses?
back. You know, I'd probably say after like an hour or something like that, just kind of cruising around, like going way out of the way, just going everywhere and stuff like that. Just trying to get his attention, trying to keep his mind off of exactly where we're going.
You can go back to the markets.
Can I roll for, I don't know, I mean, would it be a deception or anything like that? I'm trying to get him to...
Be lost in a town with 50 buildings.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
He knows everywhere.
Right, but him
You know he's not
being
blindfolded, right?
I don't know how far he goes or anything like that. I didn't want to blindfold him. That was an option.
We could just push him off the cart.
Well, here's where you're going.
And we're already there.
Here's where his shop is normally set up at.
It's across the street. That's probably where he goes to lunch every day.
yeah.
His shop.
There's one inn in town. He's probably been here numerous times. I don't know why.
So what you're saying is there's a chance. What do I need to roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll deception.
Gotcha.
He's got a plus 20. Too.
Yeah.
You're not very deceptive.
Well, you know, right over here. Right, where
Do you want me to drive? I think I might know where I'm going better than you do.
Can he even see over the horse's ass?
They probably, I mean, they probably heard that we carried something and put it in the stable yesterday through the rumor mill.
Sure, we'll go straight there.
Yeah, we put it in the tent.
We'll
I mean, we carried this huge object across the, yeah.
we're gonna go just take her straight to it.
Okay. All right, so you guys are now in the stables with, Cobb still kind of like halfway asleep on the throne.
Cobb is not sleeping. He's just watching it.
He is standing.
Blink.
He is standing at attention, just watching the throne.
Well, he's just making sure. you know,
Occasionally, he'll move corners to get a different viewpoint on it.
every once in a while, he'll clean it. Do different things.
I'm gonna look at Cobb and be like, oh,
Is Remy out there with him as well?
No, Remy was in, cleaning up anything I left with him.
Okay. So there is no direct communication going on with Cobb.
No. Matter of fact, I almost act like I don't even see Cobb there.
Just don't even acknowledge your own servant. Yeah, okay. Jesus.
All right, so you guys roll up to the stable, and you can see the throne is still sitting there in one of the stalls.
Is this the throne I'm supposed to look at?
No, it's the one in the next stable over.
He begins to walk outside.
I did buy manacles.
It's the other 4 ways.
I'm gonna take him to the throne, and show him what it is.
Okay.
Well, I guess out of character. There's that idea. Too bad.
Which idea?
The hostage idea.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Yes.
I assume at least the paladin would not be on board with that, though they were the one that suggested it.
He suggested it out of character, but yes, I did deny it. I was the tiebreaker.
The only reason why you didn't get me on board was just like, to what end?
This is the guy with the money. I mean, he's the one that's evaluating what we're selling.
Yeah, perfectly fine for me.
Man,
So,
I supported you, bud. I voted for you.
I mean,
that's my check mark in the middle. So
I abstained.
we'll show it to him, and we'll see. I'm not going to tell him anything about it, what it does, but we will see what he says that it's worth or anything.
He begins looking it over. He pulls out like his little telescope almost, looking eyepiece, and he's like, oh wow. And he's like, do you know what this is? Where'd you find this?
You tell us what you think it is first.
Looks like a throne made of jade.
Yeah. It was the smallest thing we can bring back.
We would have brought the kitchen sink, but they were pretty well built.
Yeah, this is the footrest. You should really see what it looks like. We're gonna go get the rest later.
Kind of looks like an odd footrest.
Well, you can use it as a throne. Looks pretty good, right?
Can you even get up on it?
Yeah, he can get up on it.
No, this is totally it. Everything I've said to him has been in character.
You need some help? You want to sit down and see how it feels?
I mean, he can climb up there and sit in it. Do you want him to? You're like, go ahead and try a seat.
Go
You
ahead.
want your shitty rug to go with it?
He's not afraid of it, right?
No, he's not afraid of it.
Yeah, so let him sit in it. I think it's a good idea.
Maybe we should put him in the out of character. Maybe we should put him inside the throne.
Wow, short jokes. Thought we were beyond that, guys.
I mean, he's a small size, like he'd fit, and then we can sit on it, and we'll have our hostage too. Then, right?
You guys are
And then
abusing my NPCs. I'm going to start giving them all stat blocks.
I mean,
Probably a good
I
idea.
usually just have like 5 stat blocks for common NPCs. Let's rotate.
What do you think this bad boy would catch a pretty penny? What you think?
I'm not sure we could put a price on this. It's quite unique. But I think the Baron would be very interested to see it.
Okay.
How much do you think your friend the Baron would pay for it?
I think he might do an exchange of material goods.
Like the city?
Like people?
Do you want people?
I mean,
Yeah.
would he trade an appraiser plus the city for it?
Did you just ask him for him?
I mean, I have other things I need people in my employ for. The appraiser could become useful.
So let us ask you this
Yeah.
then: why do you value it so highly? I'm sorry, there, bro.
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just, so why do you value it so highly? I mean, we have a good idea of its worth, but curious to see your insight into it.
This is clearly the ultimate seat of protection. I mean, if you're sitting on this thing and a fireball goes off in the room, you're safe.
Did we tell him we found the crown in it?
So it's an arcane depends.
Yeah.
I-
That's a very good point. It is.
I've only ever heard about these things.
Yes, but as adventurers, we're not tending to move around sitting. I suppose we could tend to wheels to it if they turn.
You have to sit on it to be protected, or is it just an item you have to have next to you to be protected?
That's hard to say.
You were a font of information and wonderful
wanna-
know of great intellect.
You want
Listen,
to
this-
find out?
I haven't even seen one of these things since like the Netherese.
Just tell him to hop up there and I'll cast Mage Hand and have it float towards him and see what happens.
Just
Like
prevent
the-
the sitting person from casting a spell. Prevent somebody casting a spell towards the sitting person.
I'd be casting the spell towards him. Like the hand would go towards him and then we'll see what happens. If it doesn't touch him, it protects him, right? I mean, it's a spell.
But you're sitting on the.
No,
No,
he's the gnome sit up there is what he said.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you went and sit on the throne and then.
No,
cast
have
it at
him do it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
He's like, sure, go ahead, cast your mage hand.
Alright,
If he's confident in what it does.
And the mage hand goes out towards him, and it gets, I don't know, about 6 inches from his face, and you see it just like start to dissipate and get like absorbed into the chair.
doesn't even flinch.
No, he doesn't flinch. I mean, it's a mage hand. Who's gonna flinch at a mage hand?
I know, but
You mean
still.
poked in the
anybody
eye, I
sees
guess.
it in the face. I'm like,
Magnus looks at him. You gotta cast something serious.
Well, no, but yeah, we understand the what it does. Where do you think this was crafted?
I
Okay.
cast Sacred Flame at him.
All right. Your holy light
Yup.
comes down from I don't know,
Heaven.
the heavens inside of the stable, and it goes to strike him and immediately gets absorbed into the chair.
Ooh, that bad boy sure did come close, didn't it? I bet you shit your pants, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Shit in the pants was you, Ragnus.
What was that?
So shooting the pants is you, Ragnus.
I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go do something.
So, folks, are we ready to bring it up to the castle? The keep?
I am.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, you changed your tune like what, 180 there.
Well, I think we're at a spot where I don't know that there's much of a choice at this point in time. Other than that, now that the gnome knows about it, unless we're gonna
I'm
dispose of the gnome.
I mean, I'm only-
Dispose of the gnome?
This is
No,
the
no.
paladin.
Character.
I'm just outlining the options. I'm not saying we're going to actually dispose of you.
Oh, this is all. Oh my god.
I'm gonna
So-
run back to the market while they're doing all that and buy some shit.
So anyhow, I think we need to bring it. If not, this gnome will be informing the Baron of what we have in our possession.
Yeah, let's not give him any time. Let's go back immediately, because if he gives him any notice.
I agreed. I think we all go back together.
You Rat Pot, help us pick this thing up. It's heavy.
We can all get it on the wagon.
Yeah, Thrax will walk in and give a thumbs up and like grab his corner.
How does Thrax keep following us? We left him at the other place.
He's part of the party.
Everywhere.
Yeah, well, he beat us here because we went the long way.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, he's very confused. Like, what took you guys so long to get here?
I'm gonna look at Thrax and I'm just gonna say to him in a whisper, "We keep paying you. You're gonna have to pay us back once we help you."
What are we? We need to dock your pay, sir.
You guys don't pay him. He gets an equal share.
Yeah.
It sounds mysteriously like payment. Okay, let's get this thing loaded and head up towards the Baron.
Well, we kind of work for a
This name is
Thrax.
such reluctance. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get another tankard of mead while while we're loading this thing up and put it back in.
All right. So, you guys get loaded up in the cart. And are you guys letting Ragnus drive again? Or...
No, I think we'll let the note
Let
ride.
Thrax drive.
We're gonna allow whoever knows the most direct route back to the Baron drive.
I don't know how to get back, damn it. Bastards on the truck.
It'd probably be Rap Rod.
We'll let Raproff drive.
Okay.
As proven, Rap Rock knows where basically everything is.
That road looks like it needs a damn booster seat getting over here.
I mean, it is a high seat on the on the wagon, but his feet do dangle a little bit.
As one would expect.
Occasionally, you gotta see him like stand up to turn the horses, but he's quick to sit back down. All right, you guys pull back up into the courtyard with the throne. Do you guys like throw a sheet over it for like an unveiling or anything?
Sure.
The tent.
The tent.
Yeah, the tent.
I laid
Well,
a
we
note
don't want
across
to
it.
march it through town without being covered yet.
All right. So you guys, pull in. You circle the wagon to where the back of it's going to be facing the Baron. It's like, ooh, looks like it's a large throne.
Oh, we needed the
He's like,
wagon.
let me see.
We'll let Raprot go ahead and explain to the Baron what he deems it to be.
All right, so Raprot, he jumps down out of the driver's seat and hands the reins to one of the little servants there. And he walks over and he, pulls the tent off. He's like, "Oh, look how it shimmers." And
And what?
okay. Are you doing that quietly?
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Sure.
And if it's got verbal components, we're going to hear it. There's no, you can't do subtle spell unless you have it, right?
I think it's only sorcerers.
You know, there's
am I
a-
wrong?
There's a feat that gives access to meta magic, right?
Is it the metamagic feat?
Oh, no. I just want to point that out, just in case anybody's ever feels safe. I could actually legitimately get access to that without any, game breaking thing.
Well, they're going to see the spell cast too. That's the problem.
You're assuming it's a spell.
Well, he's a wizard.
And I gotta check everybody's passive perceptions. Let's see here.
Magnus is gonna see it right off the rip.
Fight!
Briar, Ragnus, and Thrax all notice Armin trying to chip a piece of the throne off.
It's underneath the tent, though.
I'm sorry, you hear Armin doing something conspicuous under the tent on your road up.
Ragnus. Would Ragnus know what he's probably trying to do by the sound of what he's?
Oh yeah, you would hear the distinct chisel sound.
Yeah, we talked about doing it before.
We did.
We did.
Ragnus already did it, so he's laughing. Damn wizard, wrong time. I'm not gonna do anything, or Ragnus isn't gonna do nothing. He's just gonna sit.
Now, didn't you guys take it off like the?
The bottom of the foot or something.
You guys were taking it off the feet,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
the very bottom. One.
Yeah, I'm doing it near the base. Like
so now it like
I think
wobbles. He's got a
no,
wobbly
no.
chair.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be moving back and forth, so I don't actually
little
have to
felt
shoot
thing,
that too
it'll
much.
be
It's really
fine.
just I literally hold it against the cart and just kind of like go like do as it's
I could have
going back and
walked
down.
10 feet away from you and did my little silence thing.
But the throne would suck it up.
Exactly.
Ragnus has a piece.
And how did we use it to get out of the dragon's temple?
You were sitting on it that time.
No, I was helping carry it.
No,
Who's-
you were sitting on it while we were carrying it, if I remember correctly.
Who said you did it quietly?
I think we just did it
You
quietly.
didn't tell me that.
Dragon just did not give a fuck. He's like these guys.
God damn it! Get the fuck out!
It's got an area. Let's just go ahead and say that you guys took all the legs off, so it doesn't look extremely stupid.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
So now it's just a flat bottom.
Yeah, it shouldn't move around.
I'm
anyway.
sure there's a song that goes with that.
No, that's Fat Bottom, and that's by Queen.
Make the world go round.
Well, we're giving it to a guy and his soon-to-be wife, so like
He's a human though, so it's even height now. It's comfortable instead of like having to work your way up there.
it's not super embarrassing trying to scramble up the throne in front of your subjects.
Well,
All right, so you guys, you get up there, and he takes the tarp off, and the bear's like, oh, that is a beautiful piece of work. And Raprod, he kind of explains what it is, and he's like, I don't think you have enough money to pay them for this. He's like, you know what, I think you're right. And he kind of gestures towards the notary, and Claire, she starts filling out some forms.
IOU.
So with what I just rolled, could I be like, how kingly would it be if he put the crown on and sat on the throne?
Ragnus is gonna remember something of such, and he's gonna tell the Baron, well, you got the crown, now possibly the throne. Put it on, have a seat, tell us what you think.
I don't think a 14 does it.
The crown, though, is a gift for his, betrothed. It shouldn't be besmirched.
Well, the seat could be for his betrothed, but
I mean, it's a match set. We,
Put it
you
on.
know,
I am going to do a persuasion check, and I'm going to guide it myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Can I do whatever? No offense. Can I do an opposite persuasion check? Like, no, you don't want to. Don't do that.
Would that be?
I want to see what happens.
But you don't want him to do it?
I really don't. Armin is like, his eyes are just bugged out too much, and it's like, yeah, I don't like the idea. It doesn't sit right with him. Ha ha, puns.
What
Does that
I
give me an
roll-
advantage?
No. He's like, oh, absolutely, I would love to sit in it. He's like, yo, go ahead and take it down out of the cart. And he, pulls the crown out, and he kind of like adjusts it on his head. Do you guys take it out of the cart?
Oh yeah, I helped pull it out.
Thrax would go over there and help out. They kind of
Sure.
like
I provide direction.
Somebody can help you with that.
they kind of set it down in the courtyard, and he kind of sits down, and he's like, oh yeah. You kind of like adjust like a good chair. It's like, yes,
see if we notice any mood change or his eyes roll back or.
You
Jittery leg motion.
I mean,
Is he glowing?
I have
Anything?
advantage of insight, so
go ahead and give me advantage inside.
that's one of the stone or the.
I'm gonna slowly
ring light
back my
thing.
way to the
Yeah.
gate.
It still,
It just
still
disintegrates.
You're,
You don't notice any changes other than like
Alright.
his excitement is
Glee.
rising. Yeah.
you think it needs a pillow or some kind of something to fluff underneath your bottom.
Oh, maybe. I mean,
There's a nice gnome over there.
maybe for those long procedures, but those court hearings. But I think this will do nicely. And if it is what Rep right over here says it is, he's like, I would very much like to see this in action. And he does like a quick 3 claps, and another gnome comes out from
It's a
From
shame you can't get to spell magic on the throne.
from the interior of the castle, and this one's in wizard's robes. He's like, Maros, cast a spell at me. He's like, excuse me, sire. He's like, go on, just cast a spell. This would be great. Guys, go ahead and stand back. He's like, okay. And he starts, conjuring up a spell in his hand. And he lets loose like a lightning bolt straight at the Baron. And it immediately kills the Baron. I can't believe you guys let him do that.
He did it.
No, it gets absorbed into the chair, and you can see like the green hue just like ricochet all around while it's absorbing it, and then it begins to settle once the spell finishes its cast.
Agreement the guards. He just attacked the Baron. Get him.
It's like, oh, this is magnificent.
Gullible as I am, I literally thought we killed that damn thing.
I was kind of hoping
I
for
was
it.
like, this game just went dark. Let's do this.
It gets dark later on. Anyways,
Nice.
he's like, Claire, please pay them for this. And she kind of walks over and she hands you, a bill of sale and,
Paper money.
oh, no, it's a bill of sale, and
Okay.
she hands you 6 notes on there. They say they're to be redeemed at the Silver Slate. It's like, yes, I will have the those nice fine dwarves down there at the Silver Slate craft you up something special each, something of equal value for this clearly much needed item. Please go by there, hand them these, and give them your specifications on what you would like.
There's,
Out of character here. Didn't they just say, I don't think you can afford this, but apparently he can pay these dwarves to...
Craft magic
Yes,
items, of course.
Ragnus is gonna talk to the Baronet or say something to the Baronet as the paper is being handed off. Oh, dude, if we're getting some kind of items, is it just normal items or are these enchanted? I mean,
Oh yes, they can come with enchantments.
Yeah, I can get a helmet to make me not stupid anymore.
A headband
Our
of
paladin
intellect.
can have a better charisma score.
now you ha 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 ha. Ooh.
The rogue's not going to be
Fire.
the strongest guy.
Oh, it's like, what's your score again? Your strength score?
The highest one on the team is a 13.
Okay, so, like, the wizard has the same bonuses,
Yes.
right?
Everybody has a +1 except for the fighter who has a -1.
Sounds right.
But he's got the giant thing, though, so he can make up for it.
Yes, of course.
True.
Okay. What is it? Ragnus is gonna ask if he could speak to these, to the town or the person who's gonna be enchanting this, so he can get an idea of what kind of enchantment are available.
What potential?
Well, of
Let's
course.
Make our way down to the.
That's who you have to give your orders to.
Oh, so out of character-wise, the dwarves are the enchanters as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
they provide enchanting services.
Okay. Do we have a list? Do you have a list or anything like that, DM, of the enchantments of what we're able to get? Because of course we're not like, hey, we want to fly. You know what I mean? So we're just wondering, like,
You could
What's
ask for
all-
that.
Worst you can do is say no.
I imagine you guys would just send me what you want, and I'll work on it throughout the week to get it all coded in.
okay,
Sure.
yeah.
like a rare, like a specific rarity or anything like make a difference?
I mean, it's not going to be artifact level, but
Well, right.
I imagine
yeah,
it's all going to be custom unless you want like a specific pre-generated one.
Okay. Okay, I can do this.
Okay. So granted, like stuff that normal you like, I don't think Dungeons and Dragons has like circlets, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a circlet of blasting that casts, was it Scorching Ray from
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would just hypothetically, if this doesn't, if you say no to this, just let me know if I'll think of something else. Can I get some kind of item, either a circlet, ring, or whatever of spell saving?
Yeah, you could totally ask for that.
Nice. What
Ring
kind
of
of
spell
level?
storing.
Yeah, spell storing or whatever it's called. What can I get? Like, what will you allow?
Like how many spells worth it stores?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I'll probably just gauge it off of. Usually, what I'll do is I'll have you guys all tell me what you want, and then I'll try and find like the happy medium to kind of make everything a little bit balanced. So I imagine I'll be coding most of these in myself, unless there's you wanted a ring of spell storing. I just adjust the spell slots that it holds.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Look
And that's a
over
rare item,
Magical
yeah.
items.
I know an invisibility item I'm gonna ask for.
Okay.
So does it go uncommon, rare, and then what's
It's
after that?
common, uncommon, rare, very rare, legendary artifact.
So we
So-
want below legendary, essentially. Like
Well,
legendary
rare,
with no
probably.
legendary.
So we're allowed to have very rare DM.
Well, very rare, pretty. I mean, it's like 15th level before you would really get a very rare.
Oh yeah.
No, it's like
Well,
I've had
Say-
games ruined by getting very rare items really early.
I'm only asking that because I'm gonna Google items and then I'll send it in Discord on it and then kind of like get an idea of what I'm looking for.
I'm looking for a wish. I've heard those reap many benefits.
No,
What's the
they're,
reject
dis-
of many
they're a
things?
disaster.
yeah, I'll give you a scroll of wish. Go
I
ahead.
can't use a scroll.
Yeah,
I got
whatever.
a
Ask
9
somebody,
intelligence, motherfucker.
ask somebody to read it for you.
I can't even use it.
I bet I can outlawyer you.
What is this? Oh my god! There's letters. But so that's essentially what it is. We can just go to. Is it very rare or just rare and below?
I mean, there's not really going to be any specification on these.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna get a frying pan that casts heat metal on itself.
Like, you could ask for that. I would probably put that as an uncommon item.
And that could be a really good weapon, too.
Oh, it was one of my favorite things I gave to a player. They're like, what's the point of this? I'm like, it's a self-heating skillet. Like,
I can destroy people
Oh, that's
and also cook food. Like one in for each.
Steve, you look confused. Would you like me to pre-generate your weapon for you?
No, I'm thinking. I was thinking.
Or your item? I shouldn't assume that you guys want weapons. You clearly, have armor or various other items. They will be attunable, though.
a falconer's heard a fine familiar for my, my familiar.
Yeah, he just hands you like a little elven figurine of a raven. Here you go, just throw it on the ground, make a command word, and it'll turn into a raven for you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at what I want. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got all week. Try and have them to me by Friday. And we'll go ahead and probably call the session here.
Sure.
Unless you guys got something else you want to do in town.
Not I.
No,
I think
but
it's a good
do
stop
also
point.
want to ask the Baron. Tell him we appreciate the offer. We hope that he. I'm assuming we're giving him the throne at this point.
Yeah.
I hope that he enjoys, or we hope that he enjoys the throne. And if a possibility, while we're here in town, and for future references of dealing with his townspeople, can we get free room and board?
He would tell you that he doesn't own the Silver Ore Inn, but
Okay.
I'm sure.
Real word would be great.
He says if you're in a pinch, he can probably have some accommodations made ready.
Okay. DM, just outside of character here, I get free room and board with the clan crafters
Okay.
background.
Yeah, they probably have a cot in there that you could sleep on.
Yeah, it's a lot better than sleeping in hay, but he doesn't really care. He'll sleep on the floor. It doesn't matter to him. But he's still got free room.
I mean, sometimes Ragnus just sleeps standing up.
As long as there's no pigs.
What?